What's up, guys? Good morning. Gotta catch my voice a little bit. It's a little bit too early, I guess. What's up, team? Hope y'all are doing well today. It's a beautiful Monday morning in the stock market. Let me see if I can fix this green screen. There we go. That's a little bit better. What's up, team? What's up, Glenn, Sam, Wilson, Jeremy, James? What's up, dude? Good morning, guys. All right, so what I'm watching today. Let me see if I can move this to the right. And let me know if you want me to just move this so my scanners can be up. But like, this is what's on my screen today. It's SCKT. This one pushed above the VWAP. It's testing that 350 level now, and I think 350 is interesting. It's a $0.50 area, and a lot of times stocks will bounce at the VWAP, but a lot of the time stocks will bounce at the $0.50. And so the fact that this one's currently at the $0.50 and the VWAP makes it more interesting to me to see if it's going to potentially bounce back up. It put in some support here at 320. And yeah, it's kind of battling that 350 level. Now, who knows what it's ultimately going to do? Who knows? I don't know. I'm just watching for the $4 breakup here after it breaks this pre-market high. If this happens, it might not, obviously. So we'll see. But I'm watching SCKT. We're going to see if this one runs here. We also have WHLM, and this one has pretty low volume. It doesn't really look that good. The big thing about these, though, is that sometimes these low floaters like this, and I'm assuming the float is small. Yeah, the float is 3.2 million. So a very small float, roughly 3.3 million actually, but a small float here. And this one went all the way up to 17 and then back down to 8. Super volatile, ridiculously huge moves for WHLM. Again, this thing went from, just to put it into perspective, this thing went from $4 all the way up to $17.60. Back down to 7, and then it went back up to $8, and this was all okay. So this started in pre-market and after hours. We'll have to come back and look at the news for this one. This started on after hours on Friday. We got TCRR making some moves. It's gapping up from 13s to 19, or roughly 20s. We got MARA, which is a crypto-related stock that I have seen many times before, and it's gapping up, holding support at that $1 level, and now it's at 137. We'll see what happens here for MARA, but it's on my list as well here. We also have SOGO, SOGO, gapping up here from 570s to 711. Very big percentage moves here. And we'll see what happens there. I gotta turn the music down, and people are gonna yell at me if they're not already. Let me see. Hey, nice Wilton. What's up, Mike? Yeah, I got you. Hey, what's up, John? What's up, man? Hey, welcome. What's up, Alex, Jay-Z? VSTM. Yeah, I'll take a look at that one. Did you guys see my new video I put out this weekend? Look at VSTM. It's starting to pop off here. Let's go ahead and look at the news for some of these. Did you all see my new video I put out this weekend? Though I back tested some interesting things, and they're what I'm going to be attacking at the open this morning. But I talked about them in my new video, and alright, I don't see any catalyst from VSTM. This thing's just kind of popping off out of nowhere. The latest news release that came out was on July 6th, so it's been a while since anything actually came out for VSTM, unless something recent just popped off that I'm not sure about. But yeah, that's VSTM. It's starting to make those moves. It's picking up some volume here, and it's starting to pop off a little bit. So this one could get interesting today as well. It just depends on if this move continues or not. But yeah, VSTM here. It's at 160s. We'll see if it continues up, breaks 175, starts to test $2 and all that good stuff. So we'll see for VSTM, but we'll watch it. I'll post my watch list here in a second too. But yeah, we got Riot, RIOT, which gapping up from 220s to 270s. Doesn't look that bad. All right, we got let me see, Capper, CAPR, gapping up from 770s to 890s. We got AMPE. We got XPER, PLG. We got CYRN, which CYRN might make a push for 2. What's up, JJ? What's up, Nancy? Richard? Chaz? Yeah, I hope you had a good weekend too, bro. Yoban? Alright, so yeah, CYRN starting to make a move. We got PT. Okay, so look at PDSB. PDSB making a really recent news here. Let me see if I can make my screen to where you can see all of this. I'm trying to make my screen so you can see all of this here. Let me see if I can fix it. That way you can see all this good stuff. Hold on. Yeah, this will work. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, look at PDSB here, guys. PDSB making a big move right now. Starting to pop off this morning. Look at PDSB here. Big move. Yeah, PDSB making a pretty big move here. Yeah, look at PDSV. Alright, let's look at some news today, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up with everything here. But the most interesting one is SCKT. And like I said, this thing did hold support at that 350 level I talked about. I talked about this one a bunch, and it held support. Let's see if we can find the news catalyst for SCKT. This is Socket Mobile, and they are up after, let me go ahead and read this catalyst. It's starting to rip up here. It is up after they launched the DuraSled for X-Cover Pro. So they launched, so SCKT is a leading innovator of data, of capture and delivery solutions for enhanced productivity. And they introduced a scanning sled, DuraSled, for the X-Cover Pro. So basically, there are two versions of the X-Cover Pro DuraSled: the DS800 X-Cover Pro for 1D barcode scanning, and the DS840 X-Cover Pro for 1D and 2D barcode scanning, respectively. Now, what I want to ask here is that what are they scanning? Like, I run an Amazon business, right? And the general premise of my Amazon business is you can go to thrift stores and you can scan books barcodes, right? You have a PDF Bluetooth barcode scanner, and you can scan barcodes for books at thrift stores, right? Thrift stores sell books for like $1 a piece, 50 cents a piece sometimes, right? And you scan these barcodes, and my scanner tells me the lowest possible price it's selling on Amazon. And so if the book is worth more than $20, I can consequently buy it for $1 and then resale it, making, you know, a huge profit from it, right? I wonder if these are the same type of barcode scanners. I'm not sure. They're talking about, or if these are just conventional, you know, retail barcode scanners, right? Like retail stores barcode scanners. We'll see, but they debuted a new product. It's a little bit of a fluff piece. They didn't have any actual numbers that came out for this debut, and from what I see, the debut was brought about from the company itself. So a little bit of a fluff piece. It still doesn't mean much because the float is absolutely tiny at less than 5 million in the float. And so, you know, regardless of whether it's a fluff piece or it's a legitimate catalyst, this thing could potentially rip this morning, and it already kind of has. You know, this thing is already up a huge amount, over 100% in pre-market and after hours. So we'll see what happens with this one. It's certainly on my list. It's probably at the top of my list right now. And we'll come back to this to see if we find anything more interesting afterwards. We also have WHLM that we can take a look at here. This is Wilhelm. I can't. I'm scared to even say this because, you know. Alright, but they put in first quarter, WHLM put in first quarter EPS of 52 cents, down from 2 cents year over year, and sales of 14.5 million, which was down from 20.5 million year over year. So lower sales, worse EPS for WHLM, and so we'll see what happens here. Not that much volume really for this one. $7 I think is a big level, but the range is just absolutely crazy for this one. Just a huge range for this stock, and so we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm gonna watch it because it's got such a huge percentage move in after hours and pre-market this morning, but less volume, you know, in pre-market. Really, it had good volume in after hours, and it looks like it was halted a few times as well, but it had less volume right now. So we'll come back to this one. We'll see. We got TCRR, a little bit more expensive of a stock this morning for TCRR, but this is TCR2 Therapeutics, and they saw positive treatment from their cancer trial, which is actually a legitimate result here. So positive trial data from their cancer treatment trial. They had a phase 1 and 2 clinical trial for mesothelin expressing solid tumors. And they said all 5 patients showed tumor regression, including 2 unconfirmed partial responses, one of which remains subject to independent central review, and 2 patients with stable disease through 6 months. So positive trial results for TCR, probably the most legitimate catalyst I've seen out of most of these stocks this morning, but it doesn't have that much volume with it. But we'll watch it regardless. I mean, it's gapping up from $13 all the way up to $20 here. And so we'll keep an eye on this one too. We got MARA, which I talked about previously. This is an old crypto related stock, if I remember correctly. A Bitcoin related stock maybe is what it used to be. I don't know if they've switched it. Back in the day in the crypto boom, every stock was claiming to be a blockchain stock. You know, every single company back in the crypto boom was claiming to, just kind of like every company is now claiming that their product works on the virus. You know, back in the crypto boom, every single company was entering into the blockchain space, you know, and they would pump their stock up, and then I'm sure the employees and the executives would sell, and then they would say, and then another company would say, we're entering into the blockchain space, and then it would rip the stock up, and then they would unload their positions, I'm sure. And I'm not going to say MRA was one of those companies, but MRA was certainly one of those companies. And we'll see what happens here. It's gapping up from 104 to 140, and this is just from a $6 million public offering that they dropped on Friday, it seems. So $6 million public offering. We'll watch it. I like it. I mean, like I said, these, this one's got a 20 million float roughly, so we'll keep an eye on it. We also have SOGO, S-O-G-O, here gapping up from 570s to 715s. I like this one. Not too bad here for SOGO. And we could watch, we could watch $7. We could watch 750 up here, which has both confirmed $7 and $7.50, and then we can watch these pre-market highs are what I'm interested in. If it starts to break below 7, and especially below this like 665 level, I'm just not loving it. But we'll see. The reason this one is up is because they put out that they're going to report second quarter earnings. They're going to report second quarter results on August 10th. And that's the catalyst. So they just put out that said that they're going to report that they're on pace for a record % increase, and that they're going to report second quarter earnings on August 10th for SOGO. So we'll see what happens with this one as well. We also got Riot, which is another, if I remember correctly, another blockchain related stock. At least that's what they said back in the day. Not that much volume with Riot here. Let me see if I can find the catalyst for this. Yeah, Riot blockchain, so there's still blockchain moving. No recent catalyst though for this one. Maybe it's just the blockchain sector that's popping off here. CNXM moving, XPER, CAN, AMPE. CAN doesn't look that bad, and AMPE doesn't look that bad either. I might have to add these to my watch list. We also got a few other ones like CAPR. Like CAPR doesn't look that bad. If we could hold over 850, it might get interesting. We'll see. $9, got a little range there that I don't hate in between Look at this range. This range doesn't look that bad, to be real. You know, to be real here for a second. Like, look at that range. We've confirmed it multiple times, and you know, maybe we can watch for that range break here. You know, that could be interesting as well. We also got like 950 up here, just kind of this lone candle up here at 950, so that might be interesting too. But we'll watch it. We'll come back to the CAPR here. What else we got? ONTX. ONTX making some moves. GNCA making some moves. This one doesn't have that much volume. GNCA sitting right at $5. You know, right around $5. We'll see what happens there. Let me catch back up on the chat. Sorry, team. What's up, team? Nice Laro. What's up, Ann? Bill. Hey, nice, Richard. Mitch had to get a regular job, Bill. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know, Mitch owned 25% of the channel, and so with that, I just don't think that was enough to sustain for him, and so I think he wants to get a trading job as well. Him and I are still friends. It's like my brother. You know, we still talk a lot, and he actually sent me a lighting kit. I still got to get set up. Honestly, I moved up to my kid's playroom, and I low-key like it more than my downstairs office. It's just quiet up here. It's quiet. Yeah, Charlie, I can share. What's up, Anna? What's up, Annette? Good morning. I can share. What's up, Chris? I can share the. Yeah, I mean, I can share my my trade ideas link with you. You know what I mean? And not like the buy link, but like I can share my settings link, right? Like if you have trade ideas, I can share my link with you so you can get all these scanners too if you want. But yeah, we got GNCA here, which made some huge moves earlier, some big moves. Let's do this, team. What's up, Keat? ABUS, yeah, we can watch that one. NOVN. What did you say? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Over $1 looks interesting for NOVN, that's for sure. Like if NOVN can break $1, it certainly looks interesting. What else we got, guys? I mean, ONTX, Riot, Sogo. I mean, they're not looking that bad here. Not that bad. Like, I don't mind watching MR. We got HTBX, which is putting in some moves here. A lot of these ran last week, though. But yeah, Riot up to 270s. Not bad. Not too shabby. CAPR is still in that range, so we're going to watch for that range break today. What's up, Chris? Hey, good morning, bro. Yeah, I like these penny stocks, man. We'll see, right? But yeah, basically, if you didn't catch my video that I put out, you know, this weekend, what I ultimately talked about, let me go to the backtesting results here. I can just find the backtesting results. What I ultimately talked about in this video, what I ultimately talked about in this video was, what I tested was the extension away from the VWAP, right? So like, I would look at certain stocks, and I would analyze the extension away from the VWAP, and you know, that showed some okay results. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Johnson. Y'all be like Johnson. Hit the subscribe button. Do it now. Hit the subscribe button. Click the bell. turn on notifications. We do this live every single day on YouTube for free. We're not experts. We're not selling courses. We're just teaching people the strategies that work for us. They might not work for you. And if you don't want to miss the stream, I know you don't want to miss it, hit the subscribe button. Okay, now I'm done selling out. We're going to go look at APDN here. And basically what I was going to say is that what I noticed is that when stocks open up like well below the VWAP, right? And that's what we're ultimately going to be looking for here. And somebody asked me for my VWAP settings. But when stocks open up like well below the VWAP, let me find a good example of this. Where'd it go? All right, let's see. There it is. Okay, so what I found here was that, like, let me show you guys. So here's the moving averages, right? Whoa. Okay, so yeah, what I found here was that when stocks open up well below the VWAP, and it's important that they open up like really below the VWAP. Let me find it. Yeah, it's important they open up real below the VWAP. Here's the two things that were basically I found out during this video, is that when stocks open up well below the VWAP like this, like you can see the extension between the VWAP and where the stock opened up, right? There's a big distance there for the stock to climb up, right? And so when stocks open up well below the VWAP like this, let me clear this, and then you see a crossover happen within the first 10 to 15 minutes on the upside, then that signifies a really nice, huge move to the upside that you can take advantage of. I prefer scalping these type of moves, but maybe you can approach them in different ways as well. But again, when stocks open up like this, and again, I have the pre-market VWAP, like I have the VWAP taken into account pre-market moves as well, but these worked almost every single time. I didn't see one case when this didn't work. Basically, what it confirmed was that whenever you get the crossover in the first 10 to 15 minutes, it's a home run crossover, usually. Like the crossover works very, very accurately in the first 10 to 15 minutes, and especially when a stock opens up below the VWAP like this, like well below the VWAP. What that means though is like the VWAP's volume weighted, right? And so when a stock opens up well below the VWAP, it just means that volume didn't follow it down, and that volume was higher in pre-market, right? Earlier in pre-market, it means volume was higher. And so when it opens up this low, it means volume did not necessarily follow it down. And so it's going to have some momentum on the upside a lot of the time when you get this crossover play, if that makes sense. Like that's my logic behind it, at least. But yeah, you see this crossover here when the 12 EMA and the 26 SMA cross under each other. Then you get this huge momentum move up. And I saw this happen over and over and over and over again. It happened legitimately a ton with this setup, and it's what I'm going to be attacking today at the opening bell. So we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck, guys. We'll see how it goes. That's what I'm ultimately going to be trading. You know, somebody got mad at me. That video was fire. Hey, I appreciate it, Lloyd. Thank you, bro. Yeah, somebody literally got mad at me. Like, I don't understand people. People are so weird, bro. Like, some guy got mad at me. This is what he said. The conversation was like, he was like, first of all, he responded in like a mocking way because I've been dropping backtesting videos. He's like, you should backtest how trading small hurts your account. And I'm just kind of like, and my response to him was like, well, the reason I'm trading small, and you guys know me, like I usually trade with like 500 to 1,000 shares. But the last few weeks I've been trading small because I'm trading new strategies and I'm building a system for these new strategies, and it doesn't make sense to trade huge when you're building a new system for strategies. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever, right? And then my last thing was like, if you're a trader, you should understand that, you know? Like I wasn't mad, like I didn't say it in like an angry way. All I said was like, look, if you're a trader, that should make sense. You know what I mean? This dude responds and acts like I responded so angry. He's like, why are you yelling? Like, chill out, bro. See, you're never gonna learn. And he just starts to hate. Like, people are legit in the comment section just trying to stir up drama for no reason, right? And it's just kind of like, dude, like, chill out, guys. I'm just testing these strategies. I'm not an expert here. You know what I mean? Like, the channel's called Beginner Trading. You're legit gonna go to a channel called Beginner Trading and criticize? Come on now. Like, let's just be real here. We'll see how this strategy goes. I'm gonna try it this morning at the opening bell. I appreciate all the new subs today. I appreciate all the new subs. Let me see. Karen, thank you. Johnson, thank you. DW, thank you. Appreciate the love, team. I really do. But yeah, let me know right now what your favorite stock is today. We'll see what happens. I think mine is probably SCKT. I know it's the top of the gappers list, but it has the most volume this morning. and this thing starts to break 4, I might get interested in it. We're gonna see. I'm using the 12 EMA and the 26 SMA. Okay, so when the let me see. I'm pretty sure it's when the yeah, so it's when the long-term moving average, so when the 26 SMA crosses under the 12 EMA, it signifies a bullish move. And then vice versa, when the 12 EMA is above and the 26 SMA is below and the 12 EMA crosses under the long term, it signifies a bearish or downward move. Like, that's the logic there. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, it's the most passive aggressive thing I've ever seen, man. You know, it's like, hey bro, I'm just testing strategies and building a system. Like, if you're a trader, you should understand. And then it's like, whoa, why are you yelling at me? It's like, come on now, man, chill out, bro. Focus says, I love watching you because you don't try to sell me anything. Well, hey, I'm gonna sell you on hitting the subscribe button, guys. Do it now. You know you want to. Everybody hit the sub button now. It's completely free. It's a great way to help support us. You know you want to. Everybody's doing it. Get some peer pressure in here. Everybody's doing it. You know you want to. But yeah, we're gonna watch SCKT and see what happens here. It's pushing up to $4. I could trade the breakout here. I gotta get it ready. I could trade the breakout if I want to. Let me get this ready. Hold on. I'm gonna try to hurry up before this thing breaks these highs. I can try to trade the breakout. All right, so we got that up. We got to sell the bid. I need buy the ask. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's go to extend it. All right, I don't mind trading this one. I'm not gonna buy that many shares. I might buy like 100 shares. Yeah, yeah. Nah, it's that guy legit like trapped me into that though. He commented like he was being constructive, and if you're constructive, you're good. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take the heat if you're constructive. But if you're just like low key, just trying to start drama, I'm gonna ban you. Hey, shout out to my man Mission Uber, the greatest commenter ever. Shout out to my man Mission Uber for hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Done. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about the 9 and the 20. A lot of people have been talking about the 9 and the 20, and then the 20 and the 200. You know, or what people have been really talking about. I would assume, I've never traded the longer term moving averages. Like, I've never traded those, but I could only assume that if you get a crossover with the longer term moving average, then that's going to signify a much more long-term move, right? Like a much a more confirmed, but maybe a little bit more extended trend change, if that makes sense, right? Like, that's what I would assume with the longer term moving averages. Like, if you're trading the 20 and the 50 or whatever, those crossovers, that's what I would assume, is that if those cross over, that the move is going to be a little bit more extended, but a little bit more confirmed for long term, right? So basically, when you get those crossovers, you're going to be able to hold it and make money longer, but it also might be more extended in a way, because for those to cross over, it has to really move in the other direction. It has to really reverse for those to cross over, right? And so you might be able to hold it longer, because if the reverse holds, then you'll have a longer term to actually hold it and make money. But it also might be a little bit extended for choppy stocks, if that makes sense. Hey, thank you, Abe. I appreciate that. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, man. And I'm not hating on anybody. I appreciate all the subs. AR, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love, team. I really do. Like I said, like, my big thing is, like, I'm not an expert, and like, I've been trading for years. People want to hate on my trading now because I've been trading small, because I recently switched platforms, and like, I'm trying to build a system with different strategies in a genre of trading where I'm just not completely comfortable yet, and I think it just takes a little bit of time for me to get comfort. Like I said, mid and high caps, I was buying 1,000 shares and doing my thing, but I think anytime you switch strategies in your niche, you got to build your system small first. But like my biggest thing is like I don't want to be an expert, even though I've been trading for years and you know I feel like I know trading pretty well. I don't want to be an expert, and I don't want to sell a course because I don't want that pressure on me, right? Like, you sell a course and then you have like a losing week, which is inevitable. You're gonna lose. Like, no matter what, you're gonna lose, right? You're gonna lose some weeks, you're gonna lose some months, probably, in trading. You're not gonna just win every month. You're not just gonna win every week. It's not a practical expectation. But if I sell a course or if I sell a service, every time I have one of those rough weeks, people are going to come in here and be like, oh, man, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, you know, but really losing's inevitable. Like, you're going to lose. Like, you can't stop it. And if you think you're just always going to win, you probably don't know much about trading. But the reason I say I'm not an expert is because, like, I don't want that pressure. I want to be able to lose every day for a week and nobody can tell me anything and get mad at me because it's like, I'm not an expert, you know, what can you say? You can't get mad at me. So part of that reason is selfish, you know, like, yeah, it feels good to, you know, say I'm not an expert, but the reason I say I'm not an expert is for selfish reasons so that I don't have any standard I have to live up to, if that makes sense. And I think it just makes more sense to just not claim to be an expert and, like, let people figure it out and not have any of that expectation towards me. Most these were just on gapping penny stocks. So like the strategy that I was using, it's just on like the high relative volume gapping penny stocks in the last 30 days. And so at this point I have that list and like I've built that list. Like here's the results here. And like you can kind of see my logic, how I approach back testing if you want. You can kind of see my logic here because like first I'll start out testing a strategy and I'll start to say, okay, and then I'll notice certain trends that I'll pivot to, right? So like I'll notice certain trends, and so like when stocks open up wave, this is like me taking notes live, and if you watch the video you can see me take this note live. It's like, okay, well I'm seeing a pattern here where the stock is opening up well below the VWAP, and then we get the crossover in like the first 5 to 10 minutes, and then it has a huge move up. And so when I see that, it works really well, and then you can kind of see my logic where I start to document that instead. I kind of pivot to that and so forth, and you know, that gives me some results ultimately in the end. And like that's how I approach the backtesting session. Is I try to stay flexible. I try not to be too rigid in my backtesting to where like if I have a plan to backtest a specific strategy and that strategy's not working, I can pivot to something else, and I'm not going to try to force that strategy if it's not working, right? And I think that's how you have to be with it. Another thing about today's market, guys, is that the SPY is up pretty big today. We're up. You know, we're making some moves here. Let me see where the highs of the SPY are. Okay, so the highs of the SPY are way up here, but I mean, we're breaking some highs, and you know, we're gonna see if we can continue up here. So let me read the market news today. I mean, listen, everybody, I always hated people that were like, I don't care about what people think. Yes, you do. Everybody cares about what people think, man. You can pretend you don't. You can act like you don't. But really, that's you caring what people think because you want them to think you don't care what people think. Right? Let's confuse everybody real quick. And, but nah, realistically, everybody cares what people think. It's not a reasonable expectation to say you don't. Alright, but let's look at the market news today. And like I said, the market's gapping up. We'll see what happens. And like I said, guys, part of this is just me sitting here BSing with you all. Like, I'm not mad. I'm just kind of joking around and talking to the chat, seeing how everybody's week was, joking about how my week was. Don't be desperate, you know. Anyways, what do we got today? Is this wrong? I think I might have Ah, man, maybe that's what was wrong with my news today. Is that, maybe that's what was wrong with my news today. Alright. Alright, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires. It says, quote, "Stock futures are in a positive territory ahead of the opening bell as Wall Street awaits developments of the negotiations for the coronavirus relief bill between the White House and Republicans in the Senate. GOP lawmakers will reportedly release their version of the bill at 4:30. Okay, so this is going to be 30 minutes after the bell rings this afternoon, right? So 30 minutes after the market closes, we're going to get this to be dropped, okay? In economic data news, and again, I'm still quoting here from MT Newswires. In economic data news, durable goods orders for June showed an increase of 7.3% compared with the consensus for 6.5% according to Econodate estimates. The prior month change was for 15.8%. Looking ahead, the July results of the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Survey, which tracks the factory activity on a monthly basis, is going to be out at 10:30 Eastern. So this one's a little bit more relevant, team, just to stop reading here for a second. This one's a little bit more relevant because this one's going to happen an hour after the bell, right? So this one's going to influence stocks. If you're holding mid and high caps, this is going to certainly influence that. And so you want to be careful here. The production index showed a reading of 13.6, while the general activity index showed a reading of -6.1. And so, yeah, that's basically it for the market today. We're up a little bit. Crude oil is up 0.4%. The U.S. oil fund is up 0.8%. Natural gas is down 2%. The U.S. natural gas fund is down roughly 2%. Gold's up 2%. The Spider Gold Trust is up around 2%. Silver's up over 7%. So the big winner today is silver in commodities. Silver's up 7%, and iShares Silver Trust is up 6%. So yeah, you can look at like SLV here and see silver's up big today, guys. So that's an interesting dynamic that we can take a look at and watch. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Thank you. Shout out to all the people that subscribed. I can't hear it. I don't know why. Maybe my music's too loud. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, certainly, man. It's gonna be weird and interesting for sure. Let's do this, team. Yeah, somebody said it's hard, if not impossible, to force yourself not to care. 100%. Everybody cares. It's the human nature to care what people think. Like humans are social creatures here, and yeah, everybody cares, no matter what they want to say. They could pretend they don't care. Deep down, they do. 100%. No matter what they want to say. But yeah, guys, let me know if you have anything specific you want me to take a look at. My favorite one is SCKT. Actually, it looks like so we are getting that 4 break. Maybe I should trade this with like 100 shares. This SCKT, I hope it does, man. If not, I mean, I'm using Ustock Trade and I'm using Thinkorswim. Yeah, Friday was not a good day on my Ustock Trade account, but luckily I'm around break even. I'm down like literally $2. Let's see. SCKT. All right, so we're trying to break 4 here. No, it doesn't, man. Oh man. Honestly, in Ustock Trade it has not been that bad, but this one's not tradable. I'm gonna have to trade this one on Thinkorswim if I get into it. All right, I'm in with 100 shares here, and immediate pullback for SCKT here. I'm gonna let it try to build up. My risk level is gonna be about 85 here. I think 85 is a reasonable little risk. We're gonna see. Alright, but yeah, I'm in with 100 shares. Like I said, we're gonna try to be patient and let this one run into the opening bell. But, you know, if I have to get out for a $20 loss, that's okay too. Alright, so we're up to 95s. Alright, so my entry here is 404. All right, so yeah, I'm in SCKT here. So let me try to post this. But yeah, I don't see it on your stock trade, unfortunately. All right, I gotta watch this one. I mean, we're not looking that great. 19s, okay. 94s, okay. I think maybe I got into this one too big, but we can have some fun with it, you know. So we're trying here. Like I said, I'm trying to manage this and kind of watch it at the same time where I gotta do this other stuff. Ooh, I don't like that pullback. Alright, so 4 actually held as resistance here. Kind of spready right now though, but we could let it try to find some support at 390 here, and that could be a nice little risk level. We did bounce at 86. Alright, so we're trying. Yeah, my position's right here. You can see it right here. Alright, so we're trying to bounce here. There we go, 98s. This one's acting super volatile too, guys. A little crazy. It goes up to 98. We're in a range here. Hopefully this range can hold. But we're trying. Alright, there's 95s, 96s, 97s. Okay. Closer to break even. We just need the $4 break, and I think we're heading towards that now. We just need a break. We're getting rejected. It's the big level now. This is like the moment of truth here for this one. It's trying. Let's see a break 4. 97s. There we go. There's 4. Boom. There's 4. 403. Okay. Let's see. Let's hold over 4 now. And a quick rejection back underneath 4. I'm starting to think maybe I should exit half of this one and then use that to determine it, because that's a big rejection at 4. Like, I want to give it time, but I'm not really loving it if it gets back underneath this 80 level. Like, it doesn't look bad. It's still consolidating, and we can let it pick up some momentum, hopefully under 4, but we'll see. I gotta move some of this stuff too and edit some of this stuff. Let's get the market out of there. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright. Alright, there's 96s. Man, it's just running into a lot of resistance at $4, unfortunately. I need that order template selector, is what I need. Yeah, let's get that thing up here. Where is it? No. And either way, I mean, like I said, this is very small position. 100 shares. Sorry, bro. I'm in a trade right now, so like I just got to keep this one up, dude. We can look at NOVN. Yeah, NOVN is starting to push up. The interesting spot for NOVN is, like I said, at $1. I think it's the most interesting level here for NOVN is at $1. Alright, there's 96s. We just need this thing to hold, and it's not. But yeah, NOVN's at 99, guys. NOVN's starting to make that pop off, and the curious level I think for that one is $1. Like, we'll see if it holds. WHLM. Yeah, I'm watching WHLM kind of bounce back. Like, kind of, you know. Nothing too crazy yet, but I'm kind of watching that one bounce back. I'll tell you this though, holding this one right now is stressful. It's just going back and forth and back and forth. Pretty rejecting at 4. Put in a lower high, which does not look good for me. mRNA. Yeah, we can take a look at that. Yeah, there's $4 here. It got squeezed up. But every time it hits 4, watch, it gets rejected. It does this every time. Like, ideally, obviously, I want to see this break 4. But, it gets rejected every time it tries. There's 4 again. Okay, we're closer to break even now. But, like, look. Breaks 4, gets rejected. Breaks 4, gets rejected. Breaks 4, gets rejected. Hopefully, it actually holds one of these times. And I'd rather it be up here than way down there. But, yeah. Not really loving how this thing's acting. We get rejected one more time, I might take half off just to protect myself because this one's acting way too volatile. Yeah, too risky. I just took half the position off, and that way, if this one gets rejected, it's fine. Just too risky here. This thing's getting rejected over and over again. I would rather take 50 shares off, and then if it breaks down to 80, and maybe actually have a little bit of time to hold this one now, instead of just trying to hold it and hoping and wishing, you know. That's at least my logic here. What made me choose the crossover strategy? I had my man Casey a while back talk about the strategy, and he talked about those 2 moving averages and the crossover that happened there. So yeah, so here's the good thing. I took half of the position off, but I can let it work a little bit more now. Now that we are breaking down here. Just a little bit easier to hold and let this work. But yeah, he's the one that told me about it, and that's ultimately what got me interested in it, was what he was saying about it. He traded it similar, but he traded it a little bit differently. I'll post his link a little bit later if you want to see Casey. He's got a YouTube channel. He's mostly dealing with options now, though, so I don't even think he day trades much anymore. Yeah, just a lot of fake outs over 4. I think this is just people taking profits here, but I gotta get ready to exit. Yeah, I'm gonna get out there. So less than $20 losses, small trade, just not really what I wanted. I think if I'm making a mistake, it's trading too much in pre-market. We're good. I'll regroup and attack it somewhere else if we get some moves here. But we're waiting. We also have like a few other ones. Somebody mentioned NOVN, and we could watch this one for sure, just because this one's under $1. And a lot of the time when you get these dollar breaks, you get some really nice moves here. And so it's at 96. If we can break $1, you know, that's what I'm really ultimately looking for. Is like the $1 break. And so like we're gonna see, not sold on it quite yet. We needed to kind of break $1 and then hold that level as support, because the last time it broke $1 in pre-market, it got rejected. And so that's what I'm waiting for NOVN. We also have like HTBX, which is making some moves. HTBX, it's up to 270s. We've got RIOT, which is at 268. We got SOGO here, SOGO. We got Party City, looking kind of weak here. We got WHLM. We got MARA. So all of these are making some moves. And like I said, we're going to trade a little bit more on Thinkorswim today. We're also going to be trading on Ustock Trade. It's all right, mister. It's just not worth the risk for me. Like, it might bounce. Like, really, I was just trading that one for a breakout, and if we didn't get it, I just gotta unload on that one, unfortunately. And, like, we might bounce here at 275, but it's just not worth it for me. The risk is too much. These can drop really, really quickly, and so, like, my style of trading was more of a scalping style. But I would rather just save my money and attack the strategies that I know work at the open now, if that makes sense. Another one that's popping off right now is ANY. Look at ANY, guys. This one's getting some volume. Starting to make some moves for ANY here. Look at ANY. This one is up. They announced a multi-million-dollar joint solar water venture in the Bahamas and a contract for 50 solar-capable air-to-water units. And so they announced a new venture and contract for 50 solar cable air-to-water units for ANY. So this one's gapping up from 330s to 409 here. Looks interesting. Or no, maybe that isn't ANY. Now, why is this showing up when I type in ANY? Is it in the same sector? Maybe not. Sorry, guys. That was the wrong stock. I don't know why ANY is moving. Maybe it's just in a similar sector. But look at ANY. You are awesome, John. Why don't you trade in big size? Because I'm recently, there's a few reasons. And like I said, I talked about it this morning, or a little bit already. But the main reason is just because, like, I'm building a new system with new strategies and a new niche. Right, like that's why I'm backtesting videos. Like in mid and high caps, I had already backtested the strategies I used. They worked really well, and I had, I'm currently withdrawing $8,000 from my other platform, right? So I made about $8 grand in the last year. Nothing too crazy, and it's not the 6 figures that all the other gurus are making, but I did it live, and I traded it live on stream, right? And so I think that gives me a little bit more credibility. But now that I've switched over to penny stocks and I'm trading new strategies that I've been backtesting, it just doesn't make sense for me to trade huge, especially when I'm on cheap commissions or zero commission platforms. It just doesn't make any sense for me to trade larger than I should. When you're building a system, team, especially if you're trading like new strategies, you need to trade small until you really understand how to approach them, or how to approach the strategies, right? You have to trade small. The reason people go broke is because they trade too large before they're ultimately ready for that. And never let anybody guilt trip you into trading larger than you should, or than you really should be. Like in the end, guys, when you're building a new system and you're trading new strategies, you should be trading small. Like 100%. You should be trading small. And I appreciate the support. I'm not even talking about you. I know you said I was awesome, so thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, like, in general, never guilt trip anybody into trading larger than they should. And understand that, like, when people are new to systems and strategies like I am, and I'm backtesting them, so that's why I'm ultimately backtesting them. But when people are new, you know, that you got to let them trade small. Hey, I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I'm out already. Like I said, maybe I can talk to Trader Mike to see, but this is just too much risk that I'm ultimately willing to trade. I was just trying to scalp the breakout. I thought it might run after 4, and it didn't work out. I lost less than 20 bucks on it though, so we're good. GNUS, big news. And look, we might even get the crossover there. Yeah, GNUS popping up here. It's up to 190s. Huge volume spike for GNUS. Somebody's saying it's a catalyst-driven move. So yeah, Genius Brands International is launching the cartoon channel on Apple iOS, breaking the single-day company download record in the first 24 hours and ranking in the top 10 of free iOS apps for kids. So again, Genius Brands launching the cartoon channel on Apple iOS, breaking the single-day company download record in the first 24 hours. So a good catalyst for GNUS. It's gapping up nicely here. We're going to watch this one too. But this one's popping off, making some moves. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Thank you. I appreciate the subs, guys. Welcome. Thank you. Y'all hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications, and I appreciate the support. Hey, what's up, Sean? What's up, brother? Do I like silver gold? Sometimes, not too much, to be honest. I don't trade them that often. TNXP, TNXP's down. We'll see. Even though this one faked me out, like I said, it's just too much risk. Like once we, first of all, you also have the crossover here, but like once we get rejected here and we get lower highs, it's just not really what I want to see. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Thank you, guys. Y'all hit the subscribe button, click the bell. We appreciate the support. We really do. Thank you, guys. All right, team, let's do this. And like I said, we're going to be trying to put out some more videos this week. I've kind of got myself in a little bit of a rhythm, and we're going to be putting out a lot of different content. We're going to be putting out options, trades, backtesting, swing trading, backtesting results, day trading, backtesting results. We're going to be putting out a lot of dope stuff on the channel. And so don't forget to hit that subscribe button, team. You can also go check out my man Trader Mike's Discord, which is a super active penny stock Discord, and it's a great place to hang out. It's really the reason I got back involved trading penny stocks. And so y'all go check out my man Trader Mike's Discord. Like I said, super active, probably the most active penny stock Discord I've been in. Has thousands and thousands of members. And so y'all go check it out. I'll post that link here. And we got less than 10 minutes, guys, so let's do this. What else we got? Like I said, I'm going to be trading on Ustock Trade today, like I have been. We'll see how it goes, but we're going to be trading in Ustock Trade. And Ustock Trade, if you don't know Ustock Trade, it's a peer-to-peer platform with $1 commissions, instant settlement, and no PDT rule. So I can literally day trade as much as I want on Ustock Trade. $1 commission, instant settlement as much as I want. So we're going to be watching some of these moves here. Unfortunately, it doesn't have SCKT, but that's the first stock that I've seen that really moved that they don't have. And luckily, I have some equity in Thinkorswim to trade as well. So let's do this, guys. You'll be able to look at it, Jay-Z. So, like, basically, here's a good example, okay? So, like, look at SCKT. Like, let's remove all this stuff, right? I'm going to remove all the studies. And, like, look at this one and look at the volume, right? And then look at something like, what's a lower... and then look at something like... Riot. So, look at the difference between SCKT and Riot in terms of volume and just how the stock looks, right? This one might have like what, 30,000 shares on average in the last every minute, about 30,000 shares on average, maybe lower than that, right? So a lower volume move for Riot. And then we also have SCKT. Look at this one. Like, look at the difference. This one's a higher volume mover. It's got probably, I would say, at least 200,000 shares traded on average every minute in pre-market. And then, like I said, Riot maybe has 30,000 shares. And so that's the difference between higher volume and lower volume gappers. And so with the testing session, I'm looking at higher volume gappers, and really I'm just looking at big percentage gappers. Like sometimes like stocks like this or like a RIOT I would include on the list, but I would basically just look for the top 4 gappers in pre-market. Like these are okay. Like I would look for these as well, but like let me find one example of one that I wouldn't have on my list. But if I see a gapper like this, it's not included, right? Like, look at this. This is just no volume, like 1,000 shares traded. So it depends on the volume, right? And if it has good volume, I'll watch it. If it doesn't have good volume, I'm just going to leave it behind. Like I said, though, I like this range here in between 4 and between 325 roughly. Like, that looks good. Hey, no worries, Smart. I appreciate the support, brother. Thank you, man. Let's do this, team. And yeah, I hope you guys appreciate the backtesting videos. Like I said, my whole point of this is just to show people how you test certain strategies. Most strategies, like people always talk about strategies and they'll say, you know, these strategies didn't work. You know, they'll say these strategies didn't work. And the big thing you want to understand is that most strategies are going to work under the right conditions, right? If you're trading the right stocks when you're supposed to, the strategies are going to work. If you're trying to universally trade a strategy, it might not work because universally they don't work, right? A strategy is not going to work under every stock, under every niche, under every market condition. The point of testing is to find out what market conditions, what stocks they actually work on. Like that is why you test, is to figure out when to implement certain strategies, right? You're not just going to universally trade a strategy. It's not going to work. You're going to lose. But if you actually find the niche they work in, that's the whole point of back testing to begin with, is finding that niche you should attack them on. Alright, let me see what we got here. There we go. Hey, thank you, Jay-Z. I appreciate it. What's up, Tiny? Good morning, guys. All right, so let me know what your favorite watch list or your favorite stock is this morning. I know a lot of people are watching like WHLM. Not looking too bad. Bouncing at 7. Looks interesting. Under 7 is just a no-go for me. And something else that I want to test, and I'll talk about it a little bit later. But one thing I'm about to start testing, and I'm going to have a video out in the next few days. And I get a little weary even saying this because, you know, somebody else might all of a sudden post a video about the exact same thing right after I say it. But no, one of the things I really want to test is the accuracy rate for stocks that do not gap up. Like, you ever see a stock just run up? It all of a sudden just pops off from 0 volume all the way up to hundreds of thousands of shares traded per minute right in the middle of the day. I want to see the likelihood that it's going to gap up the next morning from those, right? Those midday runners that all of a sudden just pop off out of nowhere. Not the second day or the first day after a gap up, or not the ones that start to run in pre-market, but the ones that just pop off middle of the day and just run up the next day. I want to see the accuracy rate for those. Like, that's what I'm genuinely interested in testing next. We're going to see. Let me know what you guys think about that. Yeah, I got a watch list for you. I'll drop it. Let me find it. There we go. And there might be some new ones since I posted this. ATNM. Yeah, this was a little bit cheap for me. We're going to see if it breaks over 66. AMPE. Yeah, AMPE doesn't look that bad. I'm still watching NOVN. We're going to see what happens there. We also have ANY, which, like I said, this one made some moves. We'll keep an eye on this one for sure. But like I said, we're going to be trading on U-Stock Trade. Let me ask you guys a question. What do you guys prefer? Would you guys rather me keep U-Stock Trade up like this, like I did kind of the other day, where, you know, I would kind of have this window up and I would have the other one up? Or would you rather see it where I put it here and kind of make the whole thing my screen, right? I'll show you guys in a second. Would you rather like put it like over here and then have the scanners in the middle, or would you rather me keep it like right here and just kind of watch it like this, so you guys can really see the execution and stuff? SOGO. Look at SOGO, guys. Wow. Look at this rip in SOGO. Appreciate the call out, Cloud. Man. No, there's 0 commissions, Eli. No commissions. And the reason I can get around it and trade as much as I want is because it's a cash account. And so I just have to manage my equity, trade half of my equity one day, the other half the other day. And that's how I can basically get around the PDT rule. But yeah, SOGO, guys, huge rip. Let's see if we can find the catalyst for this, because it is making some big moves this morning. All right, so SOGO put out something just now that said that they announced the receipt of a preliminary non-binding proposal to acquire the company. So SOGO announced the receipt of a prelim non-binding proposal to acquire the company. So SOGO ripping up here, huge move, huge rip. Gapping up from 850s all the way to 830, or gapping up from 570s all the way to 830s here. Huge rip for SOGO. They received a non-binding proposal for acquisition here, and so this one's moving. It's worth a watch, certainly, at the opening bell. Yeah, SOGO popping off big here. Again, we are up to 840s in this one. Yeah, I'll send it to you. Alright, guys. We got less than a minute. Let's do this. Or a little bit less than about a minute. We got about a minute, guys. SOGO is probably the top watch. Let me see if I can put this out here. And, let me see if I can move this to where you guys can see penny movers. I can keep up here. Let me just remove this. Alright, guys, I'm going to get my scans and screens ready. Pre-market. Let's see. Alright, we got high of the day Momo. I'm going to get rid of this VWAP, and we're going to try to pin these. Pin. There we go. Alright, and we're going to add some new ones. We're going to add penny movers to this list too, and exit out of everything else. Alright, guys, good luck. Market's about to open. There we go. And then, yeah, that'll work. So, alright, guys. Alright, let's get this ready. Alright, guys, good luck. Market's about to open. Alright, there we go. That should be good, right? There we go. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, so I'm seeing SOGO, watching this one. What's the other one that was on my list? I'm watching the high of the day momentum scanner. WHLM, making a move up. WHLM popping up here. It's at 880s, making a huge pop. SOGO is about to break that 858 pre-market high right here, and that's kind of interesting as well. 858. There's the break of the 858 pre-market high for SOGO here. SOGO breaking, ripping up here. WHLM breaking up. Making some moves here. We also have SCKT making some moves. It looks like I kind of missed the boat on that one. It's back up to the 380s. Maybe not. It just rejected at 4. Okay, so let's get the moving averages up here. Yeah, not opened up below the VWAP. We got A and Y. This one opened up below the VWAP. PDSB. SCKT did not open up below the VWAP, unfortunately. WHLM, nope. Looking at CAPR, maybe? Alright, I'm looking at kind of CAPR here. WHLM making some moves. WHLM making some moves. Look at WHLM, guys. WHLM popping up to 950. Huge rip for WHLM. I can look for the crossover play here too. I don't know what kind of share size I want to take here, because this is just big moves right now. Alright, we can look for the crossover early this morning for WHLM. I think we're going to get halted here, though. I think we're going to get halted, guys. And looks like we're halted. And I think we're going to get halted. If we're not halted yet, I think we're going to get halted. And we are halted. There we go. So yeah, I could see that coming. Halted on the way up for WHLM. We'll come back to that one. We got GNCA here, which is... we're going to look for the crossover here for this one. GNCA, looking for the crossover here on GNCA. WHLM is halted. SOGO is dropping some. SCKT just ripped up here. SCKT just ripped up. I can come back to this one and try to trade it. Let's see what we want. Alright, I'm in with 100 shares here. This might be kind of a risky trade, but I like this move, and we can get out under like, oof. We can get out like under 385s or so, or we could wait for the crossover to happen again, but I want to give this one time to rip if we can. Alright, there's 4s. I guess I'm trying to be patient here. I didn't get the best entry, but it's not too bad. We're over 4s again. We just need to hold at 4. We got the crossover really early in the morning. It's not really the strategy I talked about, though, unfortunately. Like, the strategy was when it opened up below the VWAP, and this one opened up above it, and so this is maybe me not sticking to the strategy like I should, but I like the momentum we're getting here for this one, and this is why I'm ultimately trading it. There's the pop-up. We just want to see it hold over 4. There's 9s. 13s. Come on. Ah. Don't do me like this. Alright, we're over 4s. Yeah, I think that if there was a mistake here, it's just getting in a little bit too late. I gotta get out here. Oh no. Alright, I got out. I lost about $50 on the day on this one. Just not liking the fake out. We'll see if it continues up or not. But yeah, not really loving that, obviously. Probably going to switch to U-stock trade. Is what I'm going to need to do. Like I said, not really what I wanted to see for sure, but relatively small loss. Luckily, last week I built up a bunch of... see, this was the strategy I wanted to see, though, so we're going to wait for CAPR. Luckily, I built up some profit last week with Thinkorswim. But yeah, I'm still watching CAPR here. We're going to look to try to attack this one. This is more the strategy that I was talking about, though, because it opened up below the VWAP. It started to rip, and now we're going to look for the crossover play here. So this is more aligned with the strategy that I was talking about. Luckily, I got out of SCKT there because that thing is just ripping down. Hey, thank you, Mission. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to wait for this. WHLM halted just because it halted circuit breaker halt, I'm assuming. I'm waiting for CAPR. That's the one I want to see. We're also looking at GNCA here. Ooh, GNCA did the same thing. I gotta watch it now too. I need kind of a dip here. We don't have the crossover quite yet, but we are getting a huge rip. It looks like it's a little bit too late for GNCA. We're still watching Capra though, CAPR. But ooh, look at that rip. Alright, see if we get a little pullback here for it. Alright, that pullback's probably enough. Alright, so I'm in with 75 shares of GNCA, and we're going to look for it to continue to bounce up here. Just 75 shares, a relatively small position, but we're going to try to let this one work and see if we can get in and out easily here. So 75 shares. We got the crossover. We got the open up below the VWAP and the break of the VWAP. And yeah, wish me luck. We'll see how this goes. Getting some volatility here for sure. WHLM is resumed here as well, guys. Big gap down of like 60 cents after the resumption there. Alright, I'm holding GNCA. We got the crossover play. There goes CAPR doing exactly what I wanted it to. I'm kind of getting a little bit of FOMO here waiting. Alright, there's the crossover play for GNCA. About break even here for this one, but I feel like I need to give it time to work. But I'm missing CAPR as it's happening though. Alright, we're at 36s. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Now this is better. Yeah, like I said, this was the actual strategy that I talked about, and this is like what we're getting now, which kind of confirms the testing session that I did. If I was taking big enough sizing, I could already taken profit here, but this kind of confirms the testing session that I did. Regardless of what this one does now. We got the crossover, we got the really nice spike up that I could have taken advantage of. I'm waiting to see what we can get, see if I can make any more money from it, but I might be being a little greedy here for this one too. $42s. What's the bid at? The bid's at 30s. Alright, there we go. We're trying. BKYI. So goes, pushing up to test highs too. Alright, there we go. There's the break. I could take 40 off here. Take a little bit off there. Alright, took 40 off there. Made my money, and we're going to continue to hold this and let the rest work here. But yeah, this honestly, guys, again, this confirmed exactly what I thought. Like, this was the exact strategy I talked about, which is when you get the crossover and it opens up and breaks and rips over the VWAP. When you get the crossover in this instance, it works out super well, just ridiculously well. I think my problem is I just gotta wait for. All right, I'm gonna get out here. My problem is I just gotta wait for. It to actually happen, like the backtesting session showed. And if I can wait for it, these moves are really nice to predict. The other one that had happened on a CAPR here. Alright. So, GNCA still ripping up, and I might have missed some moves there. But we also got the crossover here for CAPR. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of sizing I can even take with this. Maybe 50 shares. We're going to go ahead and buy it. We got the crossover. We got the reclaim of the VWAP. And we're just looking for that 850 level to hold now. We can risk maybe off of that. Oh, wait. It didn't fill. It didn't feel good. Wait, did it fill? You're not gonna let me cancel my order? Oh, it canceled. Good. Okay, good. Alright, so limited liquidity on CAPR helped me. ONTX is kind of doing the same thing. ONTX, not that much volume for this one though. But this is the same strategy and pattern there. We also have SOGO here. Look at CASI. Look at CASI, guys. We also have SOGO pushing up, starting to break highs here. We break that pre-market high, I might get interested in SOGO. WHLM actually rejected and came all the way back down. But ONTX is looking interesting. GNCA giving us a little pullback. Like I said, I think making my money there is fine though. Hey, like I said, guys, y'all remember to hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Look, if you're really my friend, you would hit that subscribe button. Do it now. Everybody do it. You know. Look at this mug I'm drinking out of. My wife bought me this mug. Look at that. This thing's like I'm gonna like die from like a heart attack by drinking coffee this much, man. Look at this thing. Unnecessarily large. Hey, nice, Wilton. I'm telling you, bro, like I said, my biggest problem, guys, if you watch my trading, my biggest problem is trading strategies that I have not tested. I trade these dip buys in pre-market or these breakouts in pre-market. I'm sure they don't have good accuracy. But, like, I trade them, and it ends up I just end up trading setups that I haven't tested, right? Like, I tested these strategies this weekend, right? And, like, the whole plan was, like, to trade only the strategies I've tested. Right, so I trade these other ones and I lose all this money, and then the one strategy that I tested this weekend, what happens is I make, you know, a good, nice green trade from it. And so the lesson of the day, guys, is trade your strategies. You know, trade your strategies. Don't trade strategies. Don't let boredom get you. And what really happens with me on this stream is, I want to trade for you all. I really do. I want to trade for you all. This is another one. MNOV. I missed this one. But look at this. Opens up below the VWAP. We get the crossover early this morning. And what happens after that? Really nice rip up. Same thing. Same exact strategy. At this point, I'm watching MARV. Or I'm watching, look at IGC. Man, IGC had its day back in the day where this thing was just ripping up, going crazy. CASI, man, this thing is huge turnaround. Huge turnaround for this one. I'm watching MARA and I'm watching Riot too. Riot's the more interesting one for me right now. It's not quite the strategy. It didn't really open up well below the VWAP to signify extension, but it's not a bad one, and if we get the crossover now, it could get interesting. Limited liquidity on Riot too. We'll see. Alright, I'm in with 100 shares of Riot. Since I'm limited liquidity on the other one, I'm going to get into this one. We got the crossover play. We're just going to see if we get a nice move up, and I think I just got to be patient with this. So we'll come back to that one. We're also looking at MARA. We're looking at Sogo here. Now, I'm in Riot. We'll come back to it, though. DTSS, no volume. IGC, MNOV. I'm looking at MARA here as well. See, these are not opening up low. That's the problem. And the one that did open up low is still ripping up. Yeah. Hey, and Trong, listen, are you Vietnamese? I got a friend named Trong. Anyways, and he's Vietnamese. That's why I say that. They got some good food. Yeah, coffee's actually good for you, and I don't put any sweetener, any cream, any sugar in my coffee. It's just plain coffee, right? And that's my big thing, is like I try not to mess with it unless it's relatively healthy. GNUS. Yeah, you see the mug, Wilton? GNUS. Yeah, GNUS is starting to look okay. Yeah, GNUS is looking alright. Yeah, I like that, huh? My wife's coffee mug. Yeah. She got it for me. Father's Day or something like that. Yeah, I'm starting to look at Genius Brands. Genius Brands, we get the crossover and we get a break of these highs, then I'm interested. We get the crossover and a break of this high right here, then I'm interested. We get a break of that 186 level with the crossover, then I'm going to be potentially buying into that one. Now we're going to let Riot work here. You know, we're just holding 100 shares. I want to see over $3. We want to see parabolic activity for Riot. Now Genius Brands is the other one I'm watching. GNUS. Now we're watching Genius Brands here. Now we get the crossover here. Over this high at 186, then I'm going to buy a few hundred shares. Maybe like 250 shares. Because we get that break, we probably get the crossover play too. I'm still in Riot on Thinkorswim, but I'm looking at holding Genius Brands here on this break if we can. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy it. There's the break. So I'm in with 250 shares of Genius. 250 shares here. Like I said, a little bit early. Maybe I'm getting in too early relative to everything, but if we get a break of these highs, then it's really looking interesting. So that's what I'm in. I'm in 250 shares. And the range is small enough to not be too concerned with it either way. Still watching Sogo here, SOGO, and we can let it try to pick up some consolidation here and break eventually for Genius. Like I said, luckily the range is pretty small. MARA starting to make that move. Let me look at MARA real quick. Ooh, MARA doesn't look bad here too, but we're going to have to come back to it. Right now we're looking at Genius Brands. We also have CNXM popping off here. CNXM. Alright, Riot's looking good too. I'm in Riot. It's up to 271s. And so we're going to have to come back to Genius here. I'm in Riot. We're making a little win. We're going to let that one work. We're going to watch that one as it rises up here. We're going to have to look at Genius Brands on the other monitor. Okay. So, yeah, Riot's looking good. Genius Brands is down. But it's the same exact thing. The crossover play, it kind of opened up a little bit high, so maybe I'll have to test the difference between those. But it's trying. Do not like that pullback, though. Genius Brands is just kind of sitting there, so we're going to wait, see if we can break that high. Maybe I should have waited for it to break 186. I think that's probably what I should have done. But We'll be alright. Sogo is pushing up, testing that previous high. Look at SOGO. If it breaks 860, I think might get interesting if it breaks 860 here. You'll pray for my genius shares? Yeah. Hey, nice. Yeah, for sure, Trong. Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, I'm using a little bit of both to try breed. So I'm in Riot with I'm in Riot with like 100 shares on Thinkorswim, and then I'm just trading on Stock Trade and then using Thinkorswim for charts. So like I'm actually in this one here, you can see right here, and this is Thinkorswim, and then I'm trading using their charts on my other platform is all I'm doing. MARA, guys, MARA making some moves here. MARA. I'm in Riot. Riot's looking good. Like I said, I'll give Riot some time. Alright, we got the crossover on G and US. We did get the crossover just now. So I got in a little bit late, but the crossover happened. Back up to 85 as soon as I say that. And we're trying to watch this. I'll watch Riot. We'll come back to that. Right now we're holding Genius Brands here. And we did get the crossover right here, as you can see. It's a little bit past the first 15 minutes, though. If you guys remember the testing, it worked the best in the first 15 minutes. But we're holding it. We're about break even. 250 shares. MARA is starting to make those moves, though. That's the one I'm kind of bummed out I can't take right now is MARA. And we did get the crossover play just now for MARA. So that's the one I'm kind of mad I didn't take. It still needs a way to go, but I'm watching it. I think we got to be patient here for Genius Brands. SOGO. Yeah, SOGO is still consolidating kind of below. Riot is actually starting to turn around on me, though. Luckily, it's just 100 shares, so we can let it test the VWAP here. We break under 259. I think I just got to get out of that thing. But I'm watching both of these, too. Like I said, I'm in G and US here. Still about break even for Riot. Holding G and US too. Trying to manage both of these at once. TYHT, guys. TYHT is popping up on the scanners. TYHT. Whoa, TYHT making some moves here. It's up to 80 cents. It opened up at like 58 cents and it's up to 80 cents now. Huge move. You know, I like Genius Brands here, but I'm not going to continue to hold this one and miss out on opportunities if it just sits here. Right? Like, I like it, but if it just sits here, I'm not going to just let it waste my day away. You know what I mean? So, like, we could give it time, but, like, we need to see something in the next 5 to 10 minutes, or we're going to end up just getting out and attacking something else. AMPE. Hey, what's up, Fun? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get out of Riot soon here, and like I said, Genius Brands is just kind of sitting here. It's not doing much. We got the crossover early, and it's not too bad, but you know, I also have to maybe start to test like pullbacks after crossovers to see how well that would work out. All right, so we're watching Genius Brands. Like I said, the range is pretty small relative to everything, so I'm not super concerned about it either way. I'm watching TYHT maybe see if we get a rip in after a bounce here, after this rip. So we broke pre-market highs for TYHT, and we just squeezed up big. I'm still watching MARA. I'm probably going to get out of this one soon here, though, and just take my $6 loss. And if it breaks again, maybe I'll jump back into it. But I'm not just going to continue to hold Genius here. Let me wait. I'll give it one more second. But MARA is starting to do what I wanted it to. That's the problem, is that I'm kind of missing out on stuff holding G and US here. If the ask gets to 83, I just got to get out. There's MARA. Kind of missing it. Let me catch back up in the chat. I don't know about Sogo. Not sure yet. We're gonna wait. MARA, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of this. Maybe it's gonna run, but MARA is the one I really kind of want right now. So I'm gonna get out of this and start attacking MARA. We got a nice rip over highs. I'm gonna jump in with 200 shares here of MARA. Alright, so I'm in with 200 shares. We got the crossover earlier. We're breaking over previous highs of the day, and if we break over the $0.50, we could get a really nice rip, is what I'm essentially attacking here for MARA. So I'm in with 200 shares here, nothing too crazy. And I don't mind adding to this one too, on maybe a little pullback down to 145. I'm still in Riot, by the way. That one's just kind of chilling here. There's 48s. Maybe gonna buy another 100 shares here. We're gonna see. And I'm not necessarily done with Genius. Like if Genius breaks 187, I'll jump in that one. I don't mind doing that. But we needed to break there. MARA pulled a little bit of a red to green move. And yeah, I might add a little bit right here. Alright, so I added another 100 shares. I'm in with 300 shares here of MARA. Looking for a bounce here. What's the float? Float is... What's the float of MARA? Alright, so a nice little down wick for this one. I gotta figure out what the float is of this one. It usually tells me right here. Riot squeezing up, that's good. So Riot's looking strong. As you guys can see, Riot's moving up some. I don't know what to... I'm not convinced on what to do with this one quite yet. TLRY, which is a cannabis stock, is making some moves. I guess I'm going to let this test for MARA. Genius Brands looks like it was the right exit. And I'm still in Riot. I'm not sure what to do with that one, though. I got it. Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where I'm trying to get into my strategies, but trying to manage all of these at once, it's just kind of hard to... like I said, I think I held G and US a little bit too long. When it stopped moving like that, I should have just jumped out of it. But I don't mind the dip buy that I got into with MARA as well. Like, I don't mind the dip. I think I bought the dip here, and like, that's not terrible. You know, like, we get a rip over 145s and a test to 150, this thing can really pop off. And so I don't mind just attacking the dip there. And hopefully we get some moves here. But like I said, first 15 minutes is usually what treated me the best, and that's over with now. So anything after this is going to be, you know, coin flippish. Yeah, 19 million flow. Yeah, not too bad. Like I said, this one, I don't hate it. I got in on the dip after the break. The crossover happened way earlier, though, and, like, that's really the strategy I was attacking here. So it's like, you know, we'll try to find something. I'm trying to get myself into a scalping rhythm. But The last few days have been tough for sure, which is why people ask why I'm trading small. Like, this is why I'm trading small, is because the last few days have been definitely tough, and I'm just trying to build systems to figure out what works the best, and like that's really why you see me back testing a lot of these moves to begin with. TYHT's little VWAP bounce there doesn't look horrible either. We're gonna see, but TYHT's little bounce at the VWAP at this little pullback doesn't look horrible either, and I had some good results with that on Friday trading those two, so we're gonna wait and see. But I gotta manage MARA real quick right here. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Danny. Welcome, man. Y'all be like Danny, hit the subscribe button. You know you want to. Everybody hit the sub button now. Do it now. You know you want to. Look, there's the bounce at TYHT. Man, some of these I wish I could get into. Yeah, at this point, I'm trying to figure out if I want to just exit here and eliminate the risk. I'm about break even in U-Stock trades. Like, I had like a $20 win earlier, and then I had like an $8 loss, and now I'm down 15 bucks. So I'm like about break even really here. It's nothing too crazy, but I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with MARA. Whether I want to continue to let it test for a potential upside move, or if I want to just exit now and re-attack it if I need to. I think that makes some sense. Just attacking it later if I need to. I'll let it try to bounce one more time here. And just to show you guys, like, this is MARA right now. Which is, like, we're right around these levels here. 141 certainly got to be, like, my hard exit, my hard stop. But, it's not too bad. Like, we're going to see if we can get an upside move here. And I'm trying to be patient for it. But the more it consolidates, the less I really like it. We also have PSTV popping up with the scariness. And one I really like right now, guys, is TYHT. TYHT is looking solid. PSTV. PSTV might be breaking that 277 pre-market high. All right, we're a little bit better, though, in MARA. Like I said, we get over this 145 level, it looks good. If we get rejected here, it looks bad, to be honest. So, and what I'm talking about ultimately is this. So, like, we need a hold over 145, right? That's this level right here. Let me fix this so you can see both of these screens here. 1 second, guys. Yeah, see, we couldn't get over 145, which is the only thing that makes me not like this one, is that we can't get over 145. And we could let it try, but you can see it tried to and it failed. In the end, though, it's such a small trade right now that it doesn't matter much here. Yeah, see, I gotta get out now. That's what I talked about. As soon as we get rejected at 145, so $20 loss there, about break even, maybe down a little bit on U-Stock trade, but we're gonna try to get into our rhythm here. But yeah, like I said, once we get rejected at 145, that's just not where it looks good. I think a lot of people, when they see this rejection here, they're jumping out of that. Let me fix this. Hey, I appreciate the love. Let me see. Paula, Al, thank you guys. Appreciate the support. And we can jump back into it if we need to. Let me fix this so you guys can actually see it. Hold on. Yeah, and like people are asking me why I'm trading small. This is why I'm trading small right now. It's because I'm just trying to build a system, and I think that takes time. DPW, or no, Riot. Riot's not looking bad. We're still up there. I'm holding a very small size here, but I'm also looking at PSTV here. I wonder what the liquidity is like on PSTV. Not too bad. Get a few hundred shares. Alright, so there's the break here. Not too shabby here for this little DPW trade. Alright, so we got the breakout on DPW. We're making some moves. We're gonna get out here. Alright, so yeah, we got out there on DPW. Made a little bit of money back. I'm still waiting here. I'm kind of looking at CAPR. We also have CODX or CODK. So I made money on CAPR or on Riot, but I'm out of Riot now. DSS looks alright. We got Sogo here, which hasn't really done too much. We got TYHT, which is kind of pulling back here, but it doesn't look horrible. And then we got CAPR here, which is starting to make a move above the VWAP. And so we're going to look for the crossover above the VWAP and see if that works out. GNUS bounce back. Not yet. It's still down. I mean, it's down. It's bounced a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I'm looking at TYHT here for like a VWAP bounce, and that is a strategy I've back tested. Is the VWAP bounce? We could try. Let me see what the liquidity is like. Limited on this one. Riot's still pushing up, and I could trade the breakout here, but it's a little bit too extended. Maybe on a pullback to the VWAP down here at 265. I wouldn't hate. WHLM. Yeah, we did get the crossover. We're above the VWAP too. It's just about whether we think this one is going to make it or not. Man, what's up with limited liquidity today on U-Stock Trade? We try to get in with the limited liquidity though. We got to use a limit order. We could try what, like 8-10? There goes TYHT. I really like the bounce play. Sogo as well here, guys. Sogo might be breaking over a flat top. Look at Sogo here. Sogo's about to test that high. There's Sogo breaking the high. What could we buy? 25 shares just to play it safe here. We can try to add some more maybe if this doesn't work. Alright, so we broke over that level for a split second, but it doesn't look like that's working. TYHT had the beautiful VWAP bounce too. I just missed it. GNCA breaking down, watching CAPR kind of here too, but TYHT had the move. That's the move I wanted too. Oh, I just realized you guys can't see it. My bad, team. There you go. Sorry, I realized you guys couldn't see it. I'm using the 12 EMA and the 26 SMA. We could use 850 as a risk. What was WHLM, right? IGC making some moves. Yeah, I gotta get out. Just get out here. $5 loss, pretty small. We're gonna come back to WHLM here. Just faking people out. Man, I wish WHLM wasn't limited liquidity. It's got a huge range. I don't know what kind of size to take with it though. DSS and IGC. WHLM was the one. Hey, shout out to whoever mentioned the crossover on WHLM. Sogo. Yeah, Sogo. Yeah, hey, it happens. John, don't stress it, bro. AMPE. We're gonna see. WHLM was the one. I just kind of missed that one. And I don't hate TYHT2, but it's a little bit too high now. At least it's no longer limited liquidity. We could try 300 shares for TYHT here, maybe. See if we can find some support here. Let's get in. Alright, so went with 300 shares. Good fill. Bad drop right afterwards, though. Alright, we're in with 300 shares for TYHT. We're just looking to see if we can make that move up to like 90 and then sometime today break $1. So let me show you guys TYHT. It's a penny stock, but that's what we're ultimately looking for here. This is obviously not the drop we wanted, but we can let it. 75 is a risk, I think. Honestly, the nicest move right now is WHLM. Look at WHLM, guys. This one is fighting back. IGC is pushing up, breaking highs too. NOVN broke $1 and then just got rejected. There's 78s. We're looking good here for TYHT. We just need the run up to continue. There's 79s. 80s. Looks good. 81s. Like I said, this looks good. We let it hopefully hold over 80s now. But we get a rip here. We should get a nice rip if we can. 83s, nice. 84s for a second. We just need to get up to 85s, and I think I gotta be patient for that. I mean, I'm already up. I can get out close to break even if this thing like tanks down, but I think I gotta be patient, try to get the 85 breakout. Maybe I'm wrong, we'll see. I gotta back test these little breakouts. Like, I want to see it hold over 80, right? Like, that's ultimately what we want to see here, is we want to see it hold over 80 at least. If it can't, then we're going to start to prepare to exit. But if we can hold over 80 and just look for this breakout here at 85, we can get like a really nice breakout from these type of moves. We just got to wait for it. Like, there's 83s, for instance. Right, we get up to 85. That's what we're ultimately shooting for. We got 83 on the ask. We just need to get up to 85s and see if we can make that squeeze. There's 85s and 83 and a halves. We just need to make the push for 85, and I think being patient and waiting for that is necessary here. I could take half off. Maybe it's the right move, but I think trying to let this one get up to that $0.50 or get up to that high of the day up there at 85 and then hopefully get some momentum there makes the most sense with this specific trade. And just being patient with it, already being in the profit is fine, I think, here. WHLM and IGC are still ripping up pretty big here, honestly. So WHLM and IGC are ripping up pretty big. WHLM might be starting to break those previous highs up there. So watch WHLM. Yeah, honestly, this one's just not doing what I want to. Luckily, I'm already in the profits, deep into the profits, so we're fine, but obviously not what I want to see. Hopefully we put in a higher low, and if not, I can get out close to break even here. WHLM starting to make some moves. Let me fix this. No. IGC went all the way up to 70s and then pulled back, so that one might be interesting. MARA starting to fight back. Maybe I'll pay attention to it if it gets back up there. We're back up to 80s here, so like I said, we're roughly break even, but if this one can't put in a higher low here and continue its move up, we're just going to have to exit it. Look at WHLM. I'm going to come back to this one. I'm just going to watch it on the screen. But look at look at IGC and WHLM here. This one, nice little crossover down there. We get a break of 967s. I might attack it. It just depends. We just need the break of 967s there. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Franco. Thank you, bro. I appreciate the sub, man. Yeah, I could try to test that one smart. It just depends, brother. Hey, I appreciate it, Han. Thank you, bro. You're probably going to get out of this one soon. 75 is understandable risk here. Yeah, and that's okay, smart. Like, everybody's a little bit different. What you see me do now is, like, I'm just testing out certain strategies. Like, I traded mid and high caps for a long time. And, you know, made, like I said, up this year, I'm up like 8 or 9 grand. And I'm currently in the process of withdrawing that profit now. And so we're going to put it towards something else. But for the time being, like, during this process of me taking my money out, I've been testing penny stocks, and like what you see me do is you just see me trade really small here, and if I lose, that's okay. What I'm ultimately trying to do though is build a system, and I think traders should understand that. It's one of those things where you can always tell somebody's new because they kind of like either they make fun of you for trading small, or you know, they just don't understand system building in that way, right? And so like trading small is necessary. It's not something that people should guilt people about, because in the end, if you don't trade small when you're building a system, you're going to lose so much money that you don't need to actually lose, right? So yeah, I'm probably going to get out here. We broke that level. $15 loss, pretty small. But trading small is necessary when you're building a system. And all I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to figure out what works and like the best way to approach them, right? WHLM breaking that high. Let me see about limited liquidity here with just like 25 shares. Because I would love to get in here. Let me see it. What would I have to get in at? Like at like $10 or $10.15 maybe, right? Let's try to buy there. Still let me in. It's halted. This is halted. So that ain't gonna work. Let me cancel this order. It's halted right now. WHLM is halted, guys. It's halted on the way up. So, whew, barely missed the halt. I was about to jump in it too, but it's limited liquidity, but barely missed the halt for WHLM, and we are halted at 10.13. PHUN, and like I said, it's not always going to be perfect. The big thing with that new strategy I tested, like if you're here inquiring about the new strategy, the big thing that you want to understand is that it works in the first 15 minutes. Like that's when it's going to work. So now we're past the first 15 minutes. Like, yeah, sure. We want to keep trading it, but it's just not as effective after the first 15 minutes. And I had a nice little win from it this morning. But yeah, WHLM is halted on the way up. Riot, though. We could catch a little high of the day breakout on Riot if we can. Let me try. Man, this one's limited too. U-Stock Trade is just being shady this morning, man. Honestly. Did it let me in? Nope. Let me cancel this before it just dips huge. It just doesn't feel me. Alright, canceled it. CAPR ripping down. WHLM is halted though. We're gonna have to wait for some rebounds now. Riot's not too bad, but you know, we're gonna have to wait for some other stocks at this point. Let me see what else we got moving. IGC pulling back pretty big here. I don't know about IGC. We're dipping. I mean, I like the squeeze on IGC, and it's been a while since I traded it. I've traded IGC a lot before. Basically. Yeah, WHLM is halted. Yeah, I'm watching Riot too. But no, limited liquidity. Like, since U-Stock Trade is peer-to-peer, limited liquidity just means there's not enough shares. They'll still let you buy in, but you got to use a limit order, and it's a little bit more difficult to get filled with a limit order. And so that's the reason why. Yeah, this song's dope. I like this song too. Hey. Yeah, y'all go check out my man Trader Mike's Discord. Super active Discord. Honestly, it's the reason I got back trading penny stocks is because of Trader Mike's super active group there. Look at VGZ popping up on the scanners. Let me post Trader Mike's link real quick. But look at VGZ, guys. VGZ, I mean, I don't know what the liquidity's like for this one. Probably not much. There's not too much action for this one. Hey, it's tradable. But yeah. Y'all go check out my man Trader Mike's Discord. What time we coming out of the halt? Let's see. We were halted on WHLM at 9:18, so we'll resume in 1 minute and at 9:23, probably in less than 1 minute. But yeah, usually halts like this are circuit breaker halts, so they're 5 minutes on average. I would say it varies. Sometimes they're 10 minutes, but I would say on average they're 5 minutes. Here, y'all go check out Trader Mike's. Here's the link. Like I said, super dope Discord, really active group of profitable traders. Really fun group to trade with, and that's probably usually where I hang out after the stream. And so let me post this. Yeah, that was Dylan Sitz that was playing, guys. Let me see where we're at. The name of that song is called No Clue by Dylan Sitz. We're watching VGZ here. LAC breaking highs. Riot breaking highs. EBK too slow. LAC, VDZ. What was it? VBZ? What was it? VDZ? What was it, man? I can't remember now. VGZ. That was it. Mitch had to get a regular job. Like I said, Mitch, so I founded the channel in 2017, right? And like I built the channel up to a few thousand subscribers, and like originally Mitch was in the comments and I brought him on, and he owned 25%, but I don't think the 25% was enough to really get by during the current like market. And so Mitch wanted to get a regular job. He's still my friend. I talk to him every day. But yeah, he's getting a regular job. I think he still trades too, but Mitch unfortunately had to step away. MARA. Alright, so there's the resumption for WHLM. WHLM is resumed and just popping off here. This is what I don't understand about U-Stock Trade though. If this one has limited liquidity right after a halt, that's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. It's halted. All right, so MARA is back above the VWAP, and we did get the crossover. Somebody announced this one. I don't mind trying to hit this one again. We'll see. We're at 140s. Yeah, we could try. We got the crossover. We'll see if that indicates an upward move. I'll take it. All right, so I'm in with 200 shares of MARA. Wish me luck, guys. We'll see what happens. But yeah, WHLM is resumed here. So we are resumed. I'm not sure, man. IGC, I mean, it's bouncing now. Yeah, it's at 65. It doesn't look bad. It's just, it's too cheap for me. It's not really my style. WHLM, I'm still mad. Ah, man, I looked the other way. MARA tanked. I can let it work a little bit. I mean, it's just, still pretty small. But we can let it battle the VWAP here and see if we rip back up. I still wanted Riot, and Riot's pushing up here. And so yeah, guys, like I said, just bear with me. Like, the reality is, like, I've been trading live every single day for years. If I wanted to, I could just stop streaming and just upload videos and cherry pick my winning trades and upload those and pretend like I'm just, you know, making green days nonstop like a lot of the traders on YouTube honestly do. But I want you guys to see how you build a system, and like that's what I'm ultimately doing here. So like I might be losing, that's okay. I'm not an expert regardless, right? But what I am doing is I'm building a system with small size, and so yeah, I might be losing more than I'm winning right now, but that's okay. In the end, we all lose sometimes, and I think that, like I said, I've day traded live every weekday morning on YouTube over the last few years, and built up about $9 grand in profits over the last year or so, which is I'm very happy with that. Yeah, it's not six figures, but like I did it live every day, you know, and I did it when a lot of people don't. And so, you know, all I ask is like, don't be that guy that I make money, have a losing week, and then all of a sudden it's super critical. You know what I mean? Like I'm just building strategies at this point. And we'll see how it goes. I'm still working on these back testing strategies, and that's going to take a little bit of time. NOVN is pushing over $1 though. Somebody mentioned NOVN earlier. It's over 1. We'll see what happens. We're going to wait for that. Also, TYHT is starting to pop off over the VWAP too. And I might want to just start attacking some VWAP bounces, because I'm seeing those pretty consistently here too. Like the VWAP bounces have been working pretty well, I'll say. Pretty well. WHLM is still ripping up. This thing is still up. It's up to $12 now. So that thing is going absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, WHLM is absolutely ridiculous right now. I'm also looking at NOVN. It's over $1. Yeah, I'm watching that one for sure. Yeah, I'm watching it, Laura. We'll see. And yeah, I think the reality is, like, I'm just sitting here waiting for this one to do anything, so I can just sit here and BS with you. But I think the reality is that YouTube gives traders an unrealistic expectation of, like, what trading actually is, you know? Just an unrealistic expectation. Like, most of the people are posting everyday green days, and that's just not a reasonable expectation to have with your trading. Especially with me, like, I'm switching to penny stocks. I'm trading different strategies. It's going to take me a little while before I really start to make money with these, I'm sure. And that's okay. We're probably going to get out of MARA here. We're going to wait and see, but we're probably going to get out of here. I'm also still looking at TYHT, and IGC is bouncing at the VWAP here as well. So we're still watching those two. WHLM is actually pulling back to the VWAP. It's at 11 now. And so, like, we'll see what happens with that one too. What I think I'm learning, though, is that, like, late in the day, penny stocks are just super tough to predict. I think that has stayed fairly consistent this whole time, is that penny stocks are super choppy and hard to predict early in the morning, or late in the morning, certainly. I'm still watching NOVN here on my other screen. We'll come back to MARA, but I'm still watching NOVN. We're at 102. It's just gotta break 105 if we're gonna trade it. Yeah, Mara is just, I'm getting out. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Thank you, Justin. Shout out to my man Justin up there. I appreciate the love. Thank you, bro. Oh, also, guys, I'm gonna start getting back involved with penny stocks too. Look at WHLM though here. Oof, this one's making crazy moves. Over 12. We'll see what happens, but that one's making some pretty legit moves here. IGC did bounce at the VWAP. I'm starting to learn that maybe I should just attack some VWAP bounces. Those have been incredibly profitable lately, and I think that might be something that I need to start attacking with some of these penny stocks too. I'm mostly just trading stocks, Sandy, so, you know, not really, just not really trading on those, to be honest. Yeah, these are trade idea scanners. If you want to check out, hey, I appreciate the sub. But no, if y'all want to check out the scanners, here, let me find it. This song goes hard too. Alright, so yeah, here's the link for the scanners if you want to use them. If you haven't used trade ideas, check out this link. You can use my code for 15% off. And if you do buy trade ideas, I'll give you my setting. Hey, what's up, Justin? Hey, yeah, no stress. Hey, I appreciate it, Sandy. Thank you for the sub. TYHT, yeah, TYHT is down too much. Like I said, it all depends, right? WHLM is the play to make. And I think a strategy that has consistently showed really good results is the long-term red to green move, right? So we get this red move, we rip up, we break these highs on WHLM. I think that has showed some pretty solid long-term results for it. Now, it's not the best. I think right now I gotta wait for the A+ setups. Another thing is that a lot of the time we get some of these penny movers that start to rip up in power hour. So I might start trading power hour a little bit more too. PSTV. Riot's dipping down some. I think I'm gonna start looking for some VWAP bounces too, though, guys. I think VWAP bounces have been really profitable lately, and I think they're my favorite strategy. And so I think I gotta just start to pivot towards those. Let me see. MNOV, not looking bad. We're getting a little dip here for it. Alright, I just got in MNOV with 40 shares, so pretty small. I'm just looking, is it halted? No, okay, good. I'm in MNOV on this little dip. We're just gonna see if we can bounce here. I'm starting to get a little concerned with the liquidity though in this one, honestly. We're trying to give it some time to bounce. We're about break even. Alright, not too bad. WHLM still pushing up and testing those highs though, so that still looks interesting. Looks like I got filled at about 28 on the bid. 28. Look at Riot. Riot's still squeezing. Alright, so we're bouncing up a little bit. I'm up some on MNOV. I guess we're gonna try to take some off at 750. Riot's still moving. WHLM still kind of teetering around those highs. Doesn't look bad. Maybe Mira faked me out again. I don't know. It's still pushing up. IGC's dipping. I think one of my things though is like I've tested a lot of these strategies, but late in the day I haven't tested much of them. Late morning. Most of them are working first, 30 minutes of the day, and so I think I got to test late morning strategies a little bit more and see what actually works during these times so I can attack them. Yeah, we're just going to get out of this break even. Maybe go back to Mira, but I don't know. We start to squeeze up here. WHLM, I know, is the one everybody else is trading. BTVT popping up on the scanners. Not enough volume. JFU. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and try MARA here. Alright, we're in with 300 shares of MARA. We're going to let it test, hopefully. Let it test that $half level. There's 47s. JFU is making some moves right now. Thinking of re-entering TYHT? I'm not sure. Hey, nice work. Yeah, I mean, I might lose 30, 40 bucks today, but it's still relatively small. Like I said, I think with me, I got to start back testing these late morning plays. And what I'm just trying to do is I'm trying to limit my risk so I can figure out what's working. And then once I get a good grasp of that, that's when I'm going to scale up. But for the time being, I'm just trying to test, see what works, come back to what works, and try to skip everything that doesn't. And what I'm finding here is that trading in between the range obviously is not working. So like jumping in at this range here is not working. I think you have to wait until you get really strong range breaks, and you have to take it. You either have to do that or you have to get in with some like VWAP bounce style trends, right? So you get in on the dip on certain trends and then attack that. Because stocks like MARA, what I'm learning here is that this is just a sideways moving stock, right? And that's understandable. But if you try to take advantage of these sideways moves and you buy it in between the range, what's going to understandably happen is it's just going to chop you out. So like what you got to take advantage of in these penny stocks, it may seem like a little common sense here, but what you got to take advantage of is you got to take advantage of these big momentum style moves, which is like WHLM, breaking the highs and breaking the pre-market highs specifically, or breaking some of those highs in pre-market. Those are the type of moves you got to ultimately take. I'll come back to MARA, but I want to show you guys what I'm starting to really kind of learn here during this is like you got to take advantage of breaks like this in this momentum move, and you got to look for high relative volume like this, right? Like look at all the volume coming in here. When this volume starts to come in like this, that's the type of moves you have to take advantage of. If you try to just get into some of these choppy stocks like I am, it's just not going to work, right? And so it also kind of goes back to what has been working, which is that first 15 minute time frame, which again is mostly just momentum action in that first 10 minutes, right? Like that's actually what's working. Over everything else is the momentum in that first 15 minutes. After that, with penny stocks, you gotta have to range trade a little bit, I think. Not range trade, you kind of have to trend trade with penny stocks. So like dips down to the VWAP, for instance. If you're gonna take dips down to the VWAP and just try to take advantage of the overall trend, that makes a lot of sense. Specifically right now, Riot is breaking pre-market high. I know we have MARA is starting to make this move. And, you know, we could let it work, try to get a $0.5 break, but Riot just broke the pre-market high, which is an incredibly strong signal of strength. We're going to come back to MARA, but Riot is breaking the pre-market high. So, let me get rid of MNOV. We're still in MARA, but yeah, Riot is breaking pre-market high, which is a really good sign of strength. We'll see what happens there. Maybe if I can find an entry and I can just plan to hold that one a little bit longer term, that might work out. So I'm green in MARA. I'm also realizing, like, I gotta take profits soon. If I make money in these, I gotta take profits soon. We're battling the 148 level. Let's see if we get a $0.5 break with this 300 share position for MARA. Yeah, this is it right now. Hey, I didn't even pick that, Eli. I didn't even put it on this. This was just the next song in the playlist. And so, you know. But yeah, there goes Riot. Like I said, Riot breaking a strong level in the pre-market high right there. And that's a huge indication of strength when they break the pre-market high like that. A big indication of strength. We'll see what happens here with MARA, though. I mean, we're hanging out here, but we really just need this break at 149. WHLM got halted on the way down. So WHLM got halted on the way down. Scary. If you're in that, good luck. I wish you guys the best if you're holding WHLM on the way down in that halt, because that's a scary halt. Looks like Riot's about to break the $2 level, or the $3 level, I'm sorry. Looks like Riot's going to try to break the $3 level. Bitcoin's over 10? Okay, that makes sense. That's probably why. They're moving. These blockchain related stocks. Mara is a blockchain related stock too. Yeah, Mara just doesn't want to do it. I think people are jumping out of this one now. I try to give it time. My guess is they're just kind of following Bitcoin to a certain extent today. But yeah, WHLM is halted again. That's a scary halt, man. NOVN is not, the range is just too small for that one. Alright, it looks like WHLM is resumed. We're resumed back for WHLM. Sogo is strong. I haven't seen Sogo lately. Yeah, Sogo. I mean, Sogo's got to break that pre-market high at 867. It's just been struggling to hit that lately. Like, that's what we're getting for Sogo. MARA is just proved to be choppy. I think I should probably just leave this one alone today. We can watch Sogo, see if we can rip up and break those highs. Yeah, I mean, Mara, we just needed to break over 150, which I think is gonna. Mara's a blockchain-related stock, right? So I think what Bitcoin and crypto do are gonna dictate what Mara, Riot, what Mara and Riot both do. I think it's gonna depend on what crypto and Bitcoin ultimately do, right? I think that's what's gonna influence them the most, is what those two do. And if those two rocket up, then I think these will as well. And if those two kind of settle down, I think these two will as well. But it just depends on what they're going to ultimately do, and that's going to influence them because the underlying asset of both of these stocks is blockchain and crypto. All right, so there's 47s. We're back into the green now for this one. Yeah, CEMI was a nice little VWAP bounce there too. Alright, so we're starting to break here. We're at 148s for MARA. We're finally getting the move up that we want. But again, we got to break 150 here. Like, this level here is the most interesting. That $0.5 level at 150 right here. And it's just struggling to actually hit that. Riot's looking much more strong. in this case. Like RAOT is squeezing up. My guess is what? Bitcoin's moving up, I'm guessing, right? Let's see. BTC. What is it? BTC.x. What's the symbol for Bitcoin in Thinkorswim? Excuse me. What's the symbol for Bitcoin? Let me see. Bitcoin is at 10,360. Yeah, there's 150s. There we go. All right, so we got the move up to 152. I took half of the position off for MARA, and this is the move I was just waiting on. Now we can hold the last little 150 shares and see if it rips, but we're ultimately protected there. We'll see. But yeah, CEMI doesn't look bad for the VWAP bounce, and I think the VWAP bounce is looking to be kind of necessary here. I think the VWAP bounce has shown a little bit more promise late in the day, so I think the way I should approach the market, and this is what I'll do tomorrow, the way I should approach the market is I should trade the crossover strategy that I talked about in the first 15 minutes, and then after the 15 minutes, look for stocks that are respecting a trend and look for the VWAP bounces on those stocks, right? I think that makes the most sense, and that's probably what my system's going to entail. But again, the whole point of me trading small like this is so I can build this system and figure out what's working with these penny stocks, right? And I think something that is very self-evident now, and that's very obvious, is that these moves work specifically in the first 15 minutes. The crossover works, right? After the first 15 minutes, it just stops working, unfortunately. And like I said, with a lot of these moves, you got to scalp the moves at the top. WHLM is about to rip up and break highs again. WHLM ripping up there. It's at 1210. Looks like it might get halted again. 1210 for WHLM. Big move. But yeah, like I said, the system that I think I'm going to have to start trading, and it looks like WHLM is trying to make a squeeze up. But the system that I'm going to have to start trading is take the crossover play in the first 15 minutes when it works really, really well. Like today on GNCA, right? After that, I'm going to have to pivot to VWAP bounces probably after like 10 a.m., right? After 10 a.m., I'm going to have to work on VWAP bounces specifically. And I think that's when it's going to make the most sense, is to attack VWAP bounces there. And I think that is probably the more obvious way to approach these penny stocks lately. Let me know what you think about that in the chat. That's what I'm considering now, at least. WHLM, guys. Look at WHLM. It's about to break highs here. Still ripping up. Big move. Ah, man. WHLM halted on the way up after breaking highs. Ooh, that looks like a strong halt too. Look at this. This thing got halted right at the highs. Looks strong. Sometimes these can be a little sketchy though, so just be careful if you're in WHLM. Sometimes these can be a little sketch, 100%. But good luck, guys. I hope you guys are killing it with that one today. /BTZ, got you. All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, so we're breaking highs on Bitcoin right now. We're at 10,480, and so that is what's dragging a lot of these up too, including mine on MARA, right? Like that's what's dragging MARA up too. But Bitcoin is breaking highs, so looking strong. WHLM got halted literally at the high break. HOFV. Yeah, WHLM is halted. Literally at the high break. Nah, WHLM is literally halted right there at 1250. It just got stuck. Right there. Bitcoin breaking highs again. It's at 10,490. I would think this would help MARA, but maybe not. 10,000 and 485 here, so we're still breaking highs. WHLM halted on the way up though. Still pushing up at 10,500 for Bitcoin. And like I said, I'm watching Bitcoin right now because it's influencing my trades for MARA, which is a blockchain related stock. And same thing with the Riot that I'm also watching here too. Maybe. Yeah, maybe John. Like I said, I'm trying to just trade the setups that I saw work. And like I said, with the backtesting results, the setups that worked are first 15 minutes VWAP, or first 15-minute crossover plays. Those worked really, really well. Anything after that was kind of sketch, which kind of shows with my own trading that if I try the crossover late in the morning, it's just not going to work out super well. Bitcoin's still ripping up at 10,520, so Bitcoin is ripping up here. Just to show you guys, this is Bitcoin right now, and this is what's dragging a lot of these stocks up, right? Appreciate whoever told me how to check this, but this is Bitcoin right now, breaking highs. Alright, so we're back up to the highs for MARA, and look at Bitcoin rip here. So we're watching Bitcoin, and we're using that price to influence our trade here on MARA. We're going to see if we continue here. We need to hold support at this $0.50 level for MARA. Man. Look at MARA, it's just struggling to hold. Every time it breaks highs, it gets rejected. Which is why I took profits originally on that first break, but Bitcoin's pulling back some, which is what's going on. Bitcoin's at 10,515 now, so we're getting a little bit of a pullback in Bitcoin, but we'll see if we continue here. WHLM, let me see when WHLM was even halted. This one was halted at 9:47, so it should resume like right now for WHLM. So we'll go to that real quick, but it should resume like right now, unless it's a 10-minute halt, which is possible. But yeah, WHLM should resume this minute. Wait, let me see. It was halted at, yeah, it should resume like right now. That's weird. It's not resumed. So, anybody with some news on WHLM? Yeah, Mayor is just getting influenced by the price of Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's ripping up. There's Bitcoin breaking highs, and so that is pushing MARA. All right, there's the resumption for WHLM. But yeah, that's consequently pushing MARA up. It's just the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's ripping, pushing this one up. Bitcoin dips, Mara dips, vice versa. That's what we're getting. So this is essentially me going long on Bitcoin short term here for MARA. WHLM, big pullback. All right, there we go. There's a nice little break there for MARA. We're still riding this one up. We're at the 53s. Let's see if we can actually continue here instead of just rejecting every time we break highs. Maybe build some support at 150 would be nice. Alright, WHLM is rejecting. Bitcoin's ripping up, breaking highs again here. There's 10,600. I mean, big move for Bitcoin right now. I'm going to just take the profit. Alright, so I'm out. Maybe Bitcoin's going to continue here, but I'm not going to hold this one any longer. MARA has showed just no desire to actually hold, unfortunately. And so I just don't trust it anymore. Let's see what else we got. CEMI is a little sketch. WHLM pulling back to the moving averages. We'll see what happens there. MARA, I'm out of that one. Yeah, WHLM is now resumed. Yeah, it's back now. It resumed like a minute late, which was kind of weird. Yeah, with NOVN, I mean, we'll see. Not really loving it. Aftermath, I got you. Let me see. Yeah, I got some Dylan Sitz. This is my favorite song, new song with Dylan Sitz. Hold on, let me find it. He's got some dope songs. Like, listen to this new one. Yeah, I mean, I was never a rep for TradeNet. I traded on there, but... What? Hey, nice, Lero. Congrats, bro. Sorry, I got spam text messaging. Here we go. But yeah, I was never a rep for them. I mean, I used them. Yeah, since they no longer accept U.S. clients, unfortunately, I gotta just go somewhere else. So, like, yeah, I put in the withdrawal request for my $8,000 that I built up in profits there, and we're just gonna have to look at other places. I'm thinking about CMEG Group as well, but I'm not sure I'm sold on it quite yet. Bitcoin pulling back, so causing some of these other pullbacks here. CPSH, maybe gonna make some moves. Yeah, just email me at beginnertrading@gmail.com. Lero. Beginnertrading@gmail.com is my email. If you want one of my trading hoodies, let me see. Oof, look at CPSH, guys. CPSH making big moves here. It's over $3. CPSH making a big move here. But yeah, if you want one of my hoodies. Huge move here. We'll see about $3. Alright, so we got liquidity here too. A little shady, but not too bad of range. We're gonna jump in with 100 shares here. Alright, so in with 100 shares. We're gonna see if this one continues. Maybe this, I mean, luckily the range is small for CPSH. Yeah, I think what I have to do before I use leverage is I have to build my system a little bit more with penny stocks. I'm still kind of working on my system, and it's definitely not like an instant thing here. So like, it takes a little bit of time. So I think I gotta build my system and find a working system for me specifically before I scale up in size. And like I said, I get a lot of people that pressure me to scale up in size. They try to make fun of me for trading too small. They try to do all this stuff, right? in the end, they're just looking for a reason to criticize. But I just got to learn to ignore them and figure out what I'm going to do with my own system before I scale up in size, right? And that's a necessary thing. You should never scale up in size until you absolutely 100% know your system is consistently profitable, right? And that takes time. It's not something that happens right away. And so, especially when you consider, like, I pivoted back to penny stocks, you know, less than a month ago, it's going to take some time to build this system up. And we'll see how it goes. I'm still working on it, and if I have to lose a few $100s to build the system, that's okay. I think that's understandable. Yeah, understandable, Kenny, for sure. Yeah, and it's tough, guys. Like, listen, running a YouTube like this is super difficult just because you got, trading's one of those things where you just got a bunch of heroes, right? Heroes that need validation, right? And so you'll get people comment, I'm such a better trader than you. It's like, great for you, bro. Good job. You know, like, people need validation. You got a bunch of big egos in the trading world. And so in the end, guys, the best thing you can do is just try to ignore what most people are saying and just kind of slowly analyze your results, analyze your test results, analyze your strategies, and just try to figure out what's going to work for you. That's all you can really do as a trader. Is just take your time and try to figure out what's going to work for you and what's not, right? All right, so we are getting a really nice rip here for CPSH, a really nice rip up to 314s. Are we halted? No, okay, good. Honestly, I might love being halted right now. We'll see. 313s. Alright, being a little swingy right now. We're up to 315s. We need the bid to straighten out a little bit. We need the bid. The bid's hanging out at 09, which makes it really hard to profit because there's just not enough room. Maybe I should have scalped that move. Maybe that was the right move. I don't know. We're going to have to look and see. The reason I got into this is because we had a nice push and then we had a dip down to $3. But I think those are the type of moves I should scalp and get in and out quickly. I think that's probably how I should approach these. But like I said, it's all experimenting right now for sure. Yes, that's cool. No, it's there's no S, Lero, so it's just beginnertrading@gmail.com. This song's pretty dope too. What is this? This is called Circle Back. Okay, I can feel it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna add this one to my playlist too. This one's pretty dope. Yeah, for sure. Leverage is sketchy sometimes, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like I said, guys, I'm not an expert here. I'm just trying to figure out what works for me in the penny stock world. That's it. Some stuff works, obviously. Some stuff has not worked. I'm in a profit in my Thinkorswim account since I started trading penny stocks, but you know, I don't think I have any solid. I don't think I have enough sample size for me to really make a conclusion about whether some of these strategies I'm implementing work. I think I know some of the things that don't work, obviously, at this point. Like, there's certain things that just clearly don't work, and that's buying choppy low volume stocks. That should be pretty self-evident though. Aftermath. Let me find it for you, Eli. Hold on, let me find it. There it is. Here you go. This is for you, Eli. I got you. I'll even turn the volume up a little bit. Stomach hunger, yeah, for sure. Now, WHLM is back up here, and I think if I'm going to get good at something, I need to get good at trading these huge moves like WHLM that have big volume, right? I think what I'm doing is I'm trading lower volume stocks, right? And like this is just shown to not work out super well. We're going to give it a $3 risk here, though. Riot having a nice little VWAP bounce pullback that I'm kind of interested in too. Let's see, I'm holding 100 shares, so I might be able to get a few in Riot on this little bounce. Bitcoin, though, is dropping, and that's the problem. And Riot is back to having normal liquidity. Well, I want to take the VWAP bounce? I kind of do. No, I don't have enough money. Okay. Let's take a... No, that's not enough shares. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't exit yet. The problem here is, oof, yeah, I gotta get out here. The spread's just too crazy. Somebody's pumping this thing up. So it seems like almost like a chat room pump for CPSH, just because the way that moved just now, where it pushed up and then it just got unloaded, which means that somebody probably just unloaded their position for that one. We're gonna look at Riot here instead. And try to get with a few hundred shares of Riot when it has some liquidity. Get in maybe a little VWAP bounce play here for Riot. So we're over 200 shares. We're gonna be a little bit. We're gonna try to give this one time, and maybe CPSH just faked me out there. That's plausible too. How do you stop out and use stock trade? Oh my gosh, are you serious? This is gonna aggravate me. I'm in use stock trade and we get hit with limited liquidity. And I only got filled with 161 shares. Great. I guess I could set a... I don't know if it'll let me set a stop. Let me see. So you gotta set a get out. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to set a limit at $1 at 274 is where I'm gonna get out of this one. Yeah, it's reasonable. Alright. 274, get out position. Alright, that's how you set a stop loss. Is that you have a get out at 274. That's not too bad. Yeah, for sure. Living. I mean, I'm in Thinkorswim, and Thinkorswim's not too bad either. But, like, the good thing about use stock trade is that I can trade as much as I want, you know? And so Webull has a new desktop platform. So while I'm here, guys, if anybody wants to help support the channel, y'all go check out Webull. Webull's got a really dope platform. They just unveiled a new desktop platform, and the benefit of Webull is clear. You get 2 free stocks for signing up. And so if you sign up, you get a free stock, and if you deposit $100, you get another free stock just for signing up, right? And so if you want to help support the channel, Webull also has a free paper trading software or free paper trading platform, so you can actually learn and take the time to approach the market in an effective way, right? And so Webull makes sense in that regard. I think it makes a ton of sense. And if you want to check out Webull and help support the channel, again, free paper trading. One of the things that I'm using is that, you know, you get 2 free stocks, right? And so every time I'm using my free stocks to buy options in Webull, right? Because you get free options trading. And so like with that, I can use the free stocks Webull gives me, and I can buy pretty solid options on some of these swing trading strategies that I've been back testing and turn those free stocks into much more money. And like that's really what I'm doing with options on Webull right now, is that the free stocks I get, I'm turning into more money by buying these really specific swing trading kind of overnight pattern that I've been seeing a lot with these strategies. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is to build my Webull account. I'll put a video out on those swing trading strategies that I'm using. But again, if you sign up to Webull, just by signing up, you get a free stock, right? Ranging all the way up to potentially hundreds of dollars. And then if you deposit $100, you get another free stock. And so you sign up, deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks just for doing so. And like I said, I think when you translate that over to the free options trading they gives you, I think that makes a lot of sense, right? By signing up and deposit $100. And so if you want to do that and help support our channel, get a few free stocks and maybe roll it into more by trading some options for free on there, I'll post this link. So here's the link for Webull. Like I said, go check them out. Get 2 free stocks. You know what I mean? Free paper trading. A lot of cool stuff. There's the Webull link if you want to check it out. What else? Oh yeah. Nah, there's a new desktop platform. So it's just a platform for desktop. I don't have it yet. I gotta download it. No, so Webull has the web-based platform, and then what they mean by desktop platform is they have a new like web app or a new desktop application, right? So instead of going to like a web browser, it's like an application that you click, it opens up, so forth. That's the platform. Yeah, this is some new song. I don't know what the name of it is. Hey, nice Bradley. So yeah, I got a stop loss set here in U-Stock trade. We'll see how well it works with limited liquidity. Like I said, I'm trying to get into this VWAP bounce position on Riot though, and like I said, I think even though I lost some money today, there's a few really good conclusions that I can come to with my own trading of penny stocks, right? And I'll go ahead and break these down for you so you can understand them. All right, the first one is that obviously the crossover works the best in the first 30 minutes. Specifically when I talked about attacking it, right? The way I talked about in my previous video, one of the biggest green trades I've had today was using that specific setup, right? So that's the first conclusion that we can draw from today's trading. And again, even though I might be losing today, it's still an understandable conclusion, and it's still worth it in some ways because I can make these conclusions when I'm building my system, right? The second one is that if I'm going to trade penny stocks, I should not attack the moving average crossover unless they have really good volume. And number 2 is that after a certain point, my guess is after the first 15 to 30 minutes of the market day, instead of attacking the moving average crossover, I need to pivot to more VWAP bounce style trades, right? Like VWAP bounce style trades make more sense. They seem to work much better after the first 15 or 30 minutes, and I think those are going to be the better percentage plays if I'm attacking these moves, right? And so that's the lesson for today, guys. That's what I'm going to be trading here from here on out, and I just got to work on my discipline in some ways with that. Let me know what you think about that plan. I think that's the plan I'm going to have after today, and again, let me know what you think, because I think that plan makes sense, and I think that's what I'm going to start doing after today. Better tabs and more customization. Let me download it real quick and we'll take a look, you know. Let me download that thing real quick. Hold on. Yeah, for sure. Volume is certainly important. But like I said, whenever you switch niches like me, like we're gonna have some. Hold on. Let me download the new web-based platform for Weeble so we can try it out real quick. Here it is. Alright. Alright. This song's dope too. What is this? I like this one too. Add that one to the list too. Sorry guys, bear with me. I'm downloading the new Weeble desktop application. I'm gonna do it over here though. Alright, so I downloaded the new Weeble desktop application. Alright. This is it right here. I got stopped out of Riot there, and with that, I gotta just wait and attack him another day. It does crash here and there. FYI, it's a beta. I like the scans here, though. Look at the scanners. Man, why isn't it letting me? It's weird. It's not letting me drag this thing. Here we go. All right, look. Here's the new Weeble application. It looks pretty dope. See the new paper trading. Okay, so free paper trading. That's pretty cool. Let's try out the free paper trading. Alright, so we want to add a chart widget. Not too bad. Okay, there's Weeble. Chart widget there. Let's see if we can add the actual trading. Trade. Active trader. Okay, I'm liking this. It's pretty good. Honestly, for Weeble, I mean, 0 commission. Completely free. Let's try, like, let's see some of these. What is CPSH? Oh, wait. Okay, so we go to this. We click. No. CPSH. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. No CPSH. What about click Apple? I gotta figure out how to do this. No, we don't want PM. Paper money. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, we got Apple. Alright. Let's see, we're gonna buy 100 shares. Yeah, okay. I mean, so I like the fact that they did add active trading here. I'm gonna add just conventional order entry though. Oh, it's probably because I'm not logged in. Here, let me log in real quick. Okay, yeah, a little buggy, but we're gonna try to figure this out. MNOV. Yeah, look at MNOV, guys, making some big moves. Y'all go check that one out. Sorry, I'm trying to get this working so we can test out Weeble's new paper trading. I gotta verify my identity here. Okay, I'm logged in. Okay, that's better. Alright, so here's the new paper trading platform. So like, say we want to buy 500. Why does it just say 1? I gotta learn this a little bit, guys. I'm still learning this, so bear with me. Why is it 1 quantity? Alright, so somebody help me out here. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got you. Okay, 500. I got it. The position thing up. So we buy 500 shares of Apple. This is a pretty dope paper trading platform. So yeah, y'all want to go check out Webull. It's honestly not that bad. Free paper trading in their desktop platform. I'm gonna have to look at the options trading for sure. See how we can mess with that, but it's honestly not that bad. But yeah, y'all want to go use Webull. Like I said, you get 2 free stocks. And again, I think a really good idea to use these 2 free stocks is that Webull has free options trading as well, right? So you can take the free stocks that you get and you can put them towards an option contract and try to roll it into more. And I think that's the easiest way to roll that free stock into more potential money for free. All you gotta do is sign up, and if you deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks. And then you can sell those stocks and buy options with the money. And I think that makes a lot of sense. And I think that's one of the ways you can roll something or nothing into something, you know. So again, y'all want to go check out Webull, get some free stocks. I'll post this link here. Yeah, it definitely is paper, for sure. But yeah, y'all go check out Webull. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Click the bell. We do this live every single day. Y'all smash that subscribe button. Click the like button. I'm kind of liking these new songs, and I'm kind of wanting to buy a little bit of maybe of MNOV here. Should I? What do you guys think? Like with this little dip to $9, we're gonna buy 20 shares. Have some fun with this. Hey, we're making money here. Look. Can I see if the level 2 and time of sales work on paper? Sure. I don't see a time. I don't see a level 2 anywhere. Oh, level 2 market depth. Okay, I got you. Nah, level 2 is not available for paper. Yeah, I don't have level 2. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably about to close it down. Desert. I'm down today. I'm not going to say that because your name sounds like a curse word, but I'm down today. I'm down like $50. something small. But again, I mean, like I said, the big thing you want to understand here is that I'm just building a system right now, and that's going to take a little bit of time. I'm not expecting myself to just jump in and all of a sudden be profitable in a niche that I've only recently started to trade, right? Building up a profitable system takes a long time. And, I think one of the things that gets a lot of new traders is just an unrealistic expectation towards trading in general, right? A lot of people think that they're just going to jump in and just start banking all this money, and that's just not a reasonable expectation. Most of the time, people are going to lose for a while before they win, and I just have to be prepared for that. I can't be too hard on myself for it, and I just got to continue to just analyze what's going to work and what doesn't work, and then just try to continue to build the system up the way I have, and I think that's an understandable thing. Is the music going? What happened to my music? All right. And again, it's one of those things where it's like, dude, if I could stop streaming and then cherry pick my winning trades, only show you guys my winners and act like I'm just the most profitable trader in the world, all of a sudden, as soon as I start to trade penny stocks, but that's misleading. And in the end, I'm just trying to be real and show you guys like the true process of like building a system, and that takes time. I'm not trying to just jump right in and pretend to be profitable with penny stocks. All I'm trying to do, and when I get that $8,000 back, I'm gonna start trading mid and high caps too. But again, the big lesson here is that it takes time to build these systems. It's not something that's just gonna immediately happen. OCGN. Yeah, OCGN actually looks good for a little BY bounce play there. It doesn't look bad. OCGN. After this trade, I gotta hang it up. I'm kind of giving some money away just by trading a little bit too actively. I think moving forward, I might also have to limit the amount of times I trade per day to protect my account a little bit more too. Because I'm in Central Time, Storm. I'm not sure, Paul. Yeah, Storm, I'm in Central Time, bro, so it's a little bit, so it's an hour's difference, right? So, I'm in Texas right now, so I'm in Central Time, so it's gonna be, right now it's 10:30, my time. It's a little bit before 10:30, but right now it's right around 10:30 my time. So, yeah, that's why, is that I'm in Central Time, I'm not in Eastern Time. Like I said, I'm down probably like $50 today, Brandon. Maybe 50, probably around there. I know I'm down like 30 on Thinkorswim, and I think on Stock Trade I might be down like 25 or so. Yeah, it's not bad. Like I said, I think the hardest thing is for me to limit my trading, right? Because you got to understand where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a very profitable trading system of trading mid and high cap stocks, super actively scalping mid and high cap stocks, right? And the difference between mid and high caps and these is that the stocks I was trading have consistently good volume throughout the day, right? Like AMD, MU, they have really good volume throughout the day. And so I'm going from that system where I trade really actively penny stocks, or I trade really actively mid and high cap stocks. And like I said, I trade live every day, right? And I built up about $9,000 in profits this year. And I'm going from that, which is just a super active scalping style of trading in a scalping system where super active trading these mid and high cap stocks a lot, like over and over and over again. And then I'm pivoting to trading penny stocks, which have less volume on average, just don't turn out as well. And they usually slow down drastically after the first 30 to 45 minutes, right? And so I'm going from a super active morning to having to control my trading and kind of limit my trading in this way. And I think that's where I'm running into issues. And like I said, I can be honest about it, but again, that's why I'm trading small. right? I'm not trying to trade huge. I'm just trying to trade small so I can kind of get the hang of it, and then after I start to show consistently good profit, then I can switch to trading larger sizing. But until then, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, and it's just a transition for me right now. Desert. I joined Trader Mike's Discord, which is like a different Discord. I'm also switching money around from my other platform. I put in the withdrawal request, but I got to get that 9 grand back and then put it towards something else before I start trading mid and high cap stocks again. So it's a mix. Y'all go check out Trader Mike's Discord though. It's really one of the reasons I got back involved with it, because great group of traders here, super talented group, and like I said, they're really the reason I got back involved with them. Oh no, you're good. Yeah, you see the dabbing emoji. But yeah, y'all go check out Trader Mike's. We also have our own Discord if you want to hang out with us or ask us any questions. There's Trader Mike's. Y'all go check out our own Discord too. Like I said, our own Discord's pretty active too. Really fun group here. I'll post this link too so you can check it out. But I'm probably gonna have to get out of this one here for MNOV. Nothing too crazy right now, but I'm probably gonna have to get out soon. Okay, cancel that. But yeah, here's our own Discord link if you want to check it out. We can try to let it build up some support here. I mean, then I have the money. I'll just have to put it towards something else, right? Economy. Yeah, for sure, mister. I gotta get out here. $10 loss is small, but I gotta start to learn. Maybe I should have waited for the VWAP bounce with these, and maybe that's something I'll have to continue to trade with. Yeah, he's a legit dude, mister. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, team. Like I said, if you want to use the same scanners that I do, yeah, for sure. But like I said, I think the conclusion from today's stream is that I need to attack the ones that work in the first 15 minutes, and then after that, maybe attack VWAP bounces. I think VWAP bounces have a lot more profitable moves overall, and I think another thing I need to do is start to limit my trading, right? So those are all things I'm going to be working on after today's stream. And like I said, wish me luck. We'll see how that goes. A few overarching conclusions to today's trading, right? The first one is that the strategies work in the first 15 minutes. I got to attack the crossover play, specifically when a stock gaps down under the VWAP. Right, stocks gap when a stock opens up underneath the VWAP, and then you get the crossover on the upside. Really profitable way to approach it, and that's what I need to take my largest swings on the day with. Right, if I have any equity, that's what I need to attack. Right, that's the first one. The second one is that after I do that, I need to severely limit my trading, because trading actively like I did with mid and high caps on these penny stocks just is not working that well. Like, I'll be real, it's just not working that well. I need to restrict my trading after that. And then I'll probably restrict it to like maybe 2 or 3 VWAP bounce style plays, trying to catch the bounce at the VWAP after dips. I think that makes the most sense, but we're gonna have to keep testing to see what works during that time frame. But yeah, hey, I love you all too. Yeah, for sure. But anyways, guys, like I said, you want to help support our channel, we got a bunch of good ways to do it. The first one is that you can go check out Trade Ideas. A lot of the time when you see me trading here, you see me trading with Trade Idea scans, super active scans. Say you like penny stock windows. Say you like pre-market trading, pre-market windows. Say you like squeeze windows. Say you like swing trading, gaps, for instance. Here's gapping windows. Say you like swing trading. They have a swing trading idea section too. Say you like cannabis. They got a cannabis section. Say you like tech stocks. They got a tech stock section. And so regardless of what your niche is in the market, Trade Ideas has one. And again, if you sign up through Trade Ideas, I'll send you my link to Trade Ideas scans, to the same high of the day momentum scanner that I use. Super profitable scanner. But yeah, if y'all want to check that out, here's the link for that. Go check out Trade Ideas. And you can use my promo code BT15. To get 15% off. And here's the link for that. You can also go check out Webull. And like I said, I think a really smart way to use the Webull free stocks. Just to put it into perspective, if you sign up, you get a free stock. And if you deposit $100, you get another free stock. Right? And with that, I think that it's a really smart thing to do where you sign up and you get your free stocks on Webull, and Webull has free options trading, and so you take the free stocks you get on Webull and you put it towards options, and that's one of the ways you could potentially run up those free stocks and build an account with them. And so with that said, y'all go check out Webull too. Have a good day. Don't forget to hit the sub button as well. Good luck, guys, and we'll see y'all later. I'm down $50. Melvin. Down 50 on the day. But again, I'm building my system. We'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, what has been working well, and so I can kind of stop doing what doesn't work and just build my system, and that takes time. Like I said, I'm recently switching over to penny stocks, so it's just a new game for me to learn, and like that's gonna take a little bit of time. But yeah, there's the Webull link. Good luck, guys. We'll see you guys later. Have a good day, and I appreciate all the support.